We are back with another episode of the coronavirus. MMA Analysis podcast. We are all in quarantines, as you can tell by our video stream. I am joined by.
Oh, shit.
We are back. Maybe back about 10 seconds. But yeah, I'm joined by the usual suspects. Plus, we got the True Jew K fan.
Hey, that's good stuff. I like that.
That's right.
Wow.
That's good stuff.
You got something.
I figured, especially since Lance wasn't going to be here, then I had to step up and represent for the homies.
Yeah, one Jew to another. I mean, eye for an eye.
That's right.
So this is going to be a special episode. We'll try it out. I think it's our first time doing something like this, and we'll see how it goes moving forward. Maybe we'll do more of these again. But we're going to be doing an old UFC pay-per-view. Going to watch it through as if we were watching it for the first time. Obviously, we've all seen it, but we'll watch it like we haven't seen it in a long time. And candidly, the only fight I remember from this card that we're going to be watching is the main event. And Nushan, just a couple details about what event what event it was, and so people can kind of watch it while we watch it.
Yeah, we're watching UFC 140, which is headlined by John Jones versus Lyoto Machida. That was one of the fights I do remember from this card, and it was pretty awesome. But I haven't probably watched it since it first happened, so that should be good. There's a couple other good fights on the card. Yeah, I won't spoil it, but
Prime John Jones, though. We were talking a couple nights ago about what kind of card we should watch, and we were talking about one around this one too, which is the Alistair Overeem Brock Lesnar fight. That might be. I think we may go to maybe a week or two from now. We might actually do that card, but we were talking about what about a Prime John Jones fight? That would be kind of cool because I'm tired of seeing John Jones go to decisions and just do a little bit better than somebody else. It'd be nice to see him completely dominate somebody. So we said, why not the Machida fight? And we said, okay, cool. So that's what we decided to do. So
I don't know what you're talking about. Dominated, Jay. Jones got rocked. Jones got rocked. Machida landed one punch. Jones got rocked.
Okay, if you say so.
Vitor had the armbar. Vitor had the armbar.
Oh yeah, right. And he broke his toe against Chael. Had him beat.
Hey, I was at that one. That was.
Which one, the Vitor fight or the Chael one? No, the Vitor one, right?
I was at the Vitor one.
Yeah, the Chael one was in New Jersey, I think.
That was Benavidez Mighty Mouse too.
Oh, that was the first one or the second one? Brad, the first Mighty Mouse,
the first championship one.
Oh, that was a good one.
First one.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna load up now the card. I think it's about 2 hours in length. We're just gonna start it from the beginning, and we'll just kind of, between each of the fights, we'll just kind of breeze through things, and we'll see how it goes. Again, this is an experiment. We're hoping you guys enjoy it, but let's see. So I'm starting it now.
Jay, tell me when y'all hit about the 20-second mark when the Zuffa shit starts popping up.
All right. I'll tell you when I get 20-second on my timestamp.
Yep.
I'll tell you when Gladiator dude's here, Wes.
I got the world popping up right at the beginning.
Yep.
I'm at 20 seconds.
Yeah.
All right. We're in there. There's the Zuffa.
It just showed the Zuffa logo.
Yep. We're riding.
Yeah.
That's where we should be at right now.
We just saw a guy at about 29 seconds. Yeah, the music.
There we go.
We got it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're starting at the what I consider pretty much the greatest title run. Just not even the whole arc of John Jones, but just 7 fights in a row from this fight on.
So Wes, just take us back a little bit before that. So obviously he beat Shogun for the title in New Jersey. And then what fight did he fight Rampage and then Shogun or then Machida, or was this the next fight right after?
This is his second fight, right? Wasn't it Machida right after? Because Machida got
Brad, do you remember?
It went Shogun, Rampage, and then Machida.
Okay, so Rampage he finished, right? I think it was round 3.
Round 4.
round 4. It was a submission, right?
Yep.
And then this is the next title fight.
Yeah.
You can see how much hair John has here.
And that hairline's still running like Fisher a little bit. Though.
So how old do you think John was back then? Like 25, 24?
So this is
right
2011.
Rear naked.
This is the end of 2011. So
we're seeing Korean Zombie highlights here.
Anytime I live stream, I got to give a shout out to our boy Bo. I know he's in some
Lance, LeBron, and Judge
troubled times, but Stephen A. Smith, throw Stephen A. Smith in there. all of them.
Brian
Ebersol
Ebersol,
doing,
the arrow.
best chest hair ever to exist.
What deliveries, Brad?
Is this like Leon Edwards way back? No, it's Claude Patrick.
I don't remember. That's what I was thinking. I was like,
is this Leon way back? This is Claude Patrick, dog. Oh shit! It's
this is a double nog feature.
It's Little Nog, man.
Is that Tito?
That's Tito.
That is Tito.
Wow.
That's a happy
We're
Tito.
getting Tito tonight?
This,
Wow.
this shit's like 9 years ago, and Little Nog looks like he's 50.
The only thing bigger than this card is
50
what Tito's hiding under the shorts. So,
well, I mean, we can't all be happy face Tito.
no,
we strive to be.
We can all strive to, everybody but Hog.
There's a reason
Maybe-
that they switched from the compression shorts to the board shorts in MMA, and Tito is that reason.
I think that's a pretty fair explanation. Wow, just seeing
John Jones is vicious.
Even
as
looking
fuck.
at the elbows, those elbows were just like they looked like they were in fast
Like,
forward.
can we ever
Ridiculous.
get
like his ground and pound used to be? Just,
Can we ever get ground and pound John Jones back? Like that would make my everything.
I
If we
feel
could-
like John Jones created
No.
the elbow strike, and then Travis Brown took it to another level. Then everybody's like, "Whoa, we can't be doing this anymore. We're going to have to take a step back."
there wasn't many people throwing like those spinning
Tito created
elbows
the
and
elbow
shit.
strike.
Did any of you guys see the Ronda Travis Brown
Yeah.
earlier? Oh,
Ronda's like, don't
No.
fuck me in the ass because of the hot sauce.
oh man.
Like straight up, she was like, don't fuck me in the ass because you know the hot sauce.
What's Goldberg been up to? It's good to see him.
How often does he do Bellator shows? I barely ever watch Bellator.
Yeah, me either.
He pretty much does all the Bellator shows now. He's pretty much
Really?
the guy. Yeah. Him and
Weren't they switching with Moro for a while?
Wow, the rope.
Yeah, still a little bit.
Rogan's like 40 pounds less.
This is before fucking.
But he's got like 10
Holy
pounds of fucking
Talk about
hair.
PEDs.
That's before Rogan went on the all fucking carnivore.
Oh, the
Fucking
carnivore diet, the butcher box diet.
That's before the all steroid diet right there.
Yeah.
Wow. John's not even the same fighter. Wow. When you look at it this way, you're like, he's not even. He
I'm
was like
telling
an
you,
A
man.
plus. At
This
one point.
this 7-fight run, like name me a
There's
better.
no better. There is no better.
There's no run like I had
No,
somebody argue with
can't.
me a couple years ago about Anderson Silva's run or so. I was like, dude, he was fighting Talis Latus and shit. You know what I'm
No.
saying? Like,
I mean,
John-
but to be fair though, if Habib beats Tony, if the fight ever happens, and then
fuck
beats
that, Jay.
Gaethje, that's a
Nah.
different. That would be similar, but that's
Nah.
asking a lot though.
Yeah, he wasn't finishing people though. John Jones was finishing people
I
back
think
then.
he finished four. He finished 4 out of 7 of these fights, and they're all against champs or ex-champs
I
and
agree,
Hall of Famers.
but we'll just give it time.
And like viciously finish some of these guys. I mean,
No, I agree.
Dude,
Right.
he-
not no like ground and pound for 4 rounds till you beat a guy to a pulp and he quits, but literally,
he went on an 8-fight finishing streak. One of those includes the Matt Hamill fight. And then he went to 1 decision, and then he went for 2 more finishes. He was 10-1 in finishes in 11 fights.
It's great against quality opposition. Many Hall of Famers. We've talked about this. On
the only
show
decision
before.
there was Rashad, right?
Right? And I think the only reason that fight went to a decision is because
Because they trained together.
John's respect for him. Yeah, exactly
Yeah.
right. I remember that fight in Atlanta. That was a pretty big event. Pretty well hyped. Student versus teacher.
That
kind
was
of
like
thing.
the only Jones fight for a while that wasn't in Toronto.
I know, it was crazy. He was like the main guy just
I
every
feel
year.
like he fought there 3 years in a row. I don't know why they did that. I mean, I guess it's fairly close to where he
Yeah,
grew up.
this
but,
one,
I mean,
UFC 152 was in Toronto. Yeah, because he had that like upstate New York. Those roots.
Yeah,
right?
152 against Chael.
I feel like every time they went up, I heard they put Jones on the card for a little bit.
165 against Gustafson. Yeah, it was three fights. He went to Toronto.
Yeah. Oh.
Which
I
is
tried to
weird
put
because he was like,
subtitles on
that's
so
a
I could
big
keep the
fight.
volume down.
How'd that
I
work
have the
out?
volume on at a low enough level.
Some damn. It's crazy thing like Korean Zombie still kind of like feels young in the game.
That's because he took like what 3 years off.
It's
4 years
almost
off?
it's almost a decade ago.
Yeah, but he
Crazy,
didn't fight
right?
for 4 years.
It's kind of amazing how like you take a couple of years off from getting punched in the head, and it kind of helps your overall game.
How fresh you become.
But yeah, like because he was also out with that shoulder surgery too for a while. Like he does not fight much.
He got a little more active.
That was
it
right
seemed
after
like
the
he
Aldo
picked up
fight,
some
right?
steam, and
Yeah.
then the whole was it Austin or was that when Denver, Sean? Like that whole
Denver.
oh god, that whole thing happened.
1 second left in the fight against Jair. That was so.
I lost,
Is that
lost a few
like-
hundred on that one. Jay got that Jersey internet going on.
Oh shit!
I
he's
tried
back in.
I tried to log in to chat, and then it took me out. So I'm back. I'm not going to talk to people on the chat. Sorry, they're going to have to
You
deal with it.
you can chat in the YouTube chat.
Oh, I didn't mean that. I meant in the stream chat. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'll look in the YouTube.
yeah, the YouTube chat is pretty
Yeah,
much.
if there's anything
what
from
I'm-
the YouTube comments,
How much
guys
do you
gotta,
got?
like,
Can I
fill
ask you
me
a
in
question?
because
How
I'm
much
just
do
keeping
you-
it to one window. Keep that the internet usage down.
I thought you guys had great internet in Canada. That's what Nushan tells me every day.
I mean, we
I mean,
were
I
out
got
here.
good
You were the
internet.
one that left, so
No, that's that. To do with
Jay,
it.
you're the one on like what show last week?
Oh,
Jay
that
pretty
was
much
last
had to
week.
like
Yeah,
cut
man.
that shit out.
Wes,
God
you should look out my
damn.
window. There's lots of zombies out here. Okay,
I bet. Fuck that place.
I bet.
got to stay indoors.
Hey, I had to go out. I went out today and restocked up on some shit, and
That's understandable.
I'm pretty much good to go for. I'm straight for at least
2-3 weeks.
For 3 weeks, I'm
That's
straight.
good.
I don't have to go anywhere if I don't need to.
It's probably a good idea.
That's why I went today because the next couple of weeks shit's gonna start hitting the fan, and I'm gonna be. I got the fucking pistols nice and cleaned. Anybody's trying to come get my toilet paper, we're gonna have a fucking problem.
Wes is ready.
Uh,
Oh, fucking now Brad dropped out, so now I gotta watch. Fuck, Korean Zombie looks so fucking young here. It's crazy. Like I know this is like 9 years ago, but holy shit. Yeah, so he took off took off about three years and 3 months between the Aldo fight and his Bermudez fight.
so what was the military? Was that
Yeah, that's what he was doing there.
that was 3 years, right? Okay.
Yeah, but that Yair fight was a sad way to finish a good week, good weekend, eh, Wes? That was quite the trip to Denver.
Yeah. I thought we had a pretty good time. We got to go see the old ball coach. You know, that was awesome.
Yep.
I probably
Airbnb experience was.
yeah.
something to be desired.
I forgot about that. I mean, you're used to that shit, sleeping up in igloos and shit up there, but me not having no heat in the middle of winter in Denver.
That was a wild time.
I mean, I just kept eating edibles. I probably ate like
Is that late?
3,000. I probably ate like 3,000 milligrams of fucking edibles that fucking weekend.
I thought I heard Linkin Park in the background. I was like, oh, what a surprise. It's another UFC fighter coming out, but it's fun.
Yeah.
especially if you look at these on Fight Pass, they like dub all the original songs over with like shitty,
Yep.
like free
shit, just new metal.
video
Fucking,
songs.
Did they really? They changed the
Yeah,
walkout
because
music?
they can't pay for that. Like they
Yeah, 'cause
pay
you can
for
play it
one
live.
use of it.
Yeah, you can
They
play
pay
like
one
those
night.
songs live, but once you, yep.
Hey,
Yeah.
the Hamilton
Turn the
Tiger
volume
Cats CFL team right there.
Ooh. Is that a what sport is that?
That's CFL, baby.
Oh, 3 downs.
Three
How much
downs and a rouge.
do you guys seriously though miss the shitty like fighter t-shirts and shit? Like, didn't you used to like pretty much
incredible.
relate a fighter to like a particular like brand and shit? Like
The ones that had it for a while, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Shogun with Bad. What is
Hold
it?
on.
Bad.
I'm gonna go grab something.
Yeah, Vanderlei with
grab
Bad
something real quick.
Boy and
Oh shit! I know what Brad's getting. I think.
Do you? Oh,
He's
okay.
he can't even get up.
that's a struggle and a half there.
He's done had like 6 already.
I feel like Mark Hominick already had a hematoma before the fight even started.
Man,
Look at it. Seriously. What is up with that?
Oh,
weird looking head.
Is that
No, like
what?
above his right eye.
What?
You can see like there's a significant bump over his eye.
Hey, dude, I still have like
This isn't some
probably
Eddie
8 or
Bravo
9
combo. This is
fighter
true.
shirts. I got like a couple affliction shirts. I don't even wear them no more, but I still have those for like a warrior wear. I got a couple tap out shirts.
Oh, Wes.
I can't really picture Wes wearing
I've got a couple.
shirt. I gotta be honest with you.
This was literally like 12, 13 years ago, though. It was like a long time ago, dude.
So
I didn't
you
go
guys
as
know
far as to where,
Chris
like,
from our
Go ahead,
Chris
go
from our
ahead.
group chat.
Yeah.
Him and I used to be on this forum Fight Lockdown, and we made T-shirts. Like we got a Fedor shirt, we got a Sexy Yama shirt, we got a Big Nog shirt, and I've still got all 3 of them in my closet somewhere. But this was from like 2007, and it was just like a bunch of MMA nerds on the internet being like, "We should make some T-shirts, man. We're cool."
I don't throw away t-shirts for some reason. I have t-shirts that are so fucked that I've had for 20 years and I just like refuse to fucking throw them away. I don't know what it is. I got race shirts from fucking 20 years ago.
I can't buy a race shirt, Wes. They're so ugly.
They're absolutely hideous.
They're like MMA shirts.
The only place you can wear them is to the racetrack. That's
it.
That's the only place you can wear them. But I probably have 20 Jeff Gordon shirts I'll never wear anywhere but if I go to the racetrack.
So it might not be a bad idea to check out the.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
I
shit.
didn't realize he was actually sponsored by the Hamilton Tiger Cats for this fight. Did you guys see that on his banner?
Oh, that's neat. Oh, we got Herb Dean as ref. Nice. Looking good. We're at timestamp 14.
All right, don't blink. Don't blink.
First fight's about to start.
It's coming in hot.
Coming in real hot for this one, Jay. And
it's dropped. And it's over. Okay.
Where did that land, man? That doesn't even look like.
That was a basic overhand.
No, I mean, he literally whiffed. His first punch, he completely fucking whiffed. Dead.
Okay, that's it.
But like where that landed, you don't usually see knockouts. Like it's usually on the temple or on
Was
the
this
ear,
before
back
the
of
fight
ear,
he
or
got
right
the
on the
giant-
jaw. That looked
Was
like a cheekbone punch.
When was the fight he got the
no,
giant
this was after.
hematoma,
That
though?
was that was the Aldo fight. That was the first Toronto card.
So was
That
this
was like
before?
UFC 124.
So this
Yeah,
is
it was before.
This is after.
Zombie's
So that's why he still
has a
hematoma on his head.
finisher, man, from the get-go. You got to give him
It's
that.
clean on the ear.
Oh, that landed like
Look at
right
that.
on his.
Right on
Right
the
there.
ear.
It was closer to the ear than I thought. It was.
Prime herb, too, sitting there letting him take like
Straight.
10.
That was jaw.
Look, prime herb, too, 10 to the chin, let him wakes back up and then stops the fight.
Oh my god!
Look, let's
Herb,
let's wake him back up.
It's very
Cool.
rare
I'm here.
Man.
that many when they're fucking hammering on guys, but he hit them damn near every
Aw,
time.
come on, Herb.
Yeah.
I mean, watch.
He was just bouncing
Right
right
there,
on
one,
the fucking
two.
canvas.
That's fucking awesome. Binkum. Look, Joe
What
said
is
he got too
doing?
cocky. No, he swung and missed and got laid out. What the fuck you mean?
7 seconds.
Wow. I remember it was fast, but I don't remember it being that fast.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking damn quick.
What's the fastest fight? When BJ Penn knocked out whomever it was?
No, it's
I think
Askren
they're
and
the auto fight.
Hospital, isn't it?
Is it the Askren fight?
But what did it beat?
Listen, John.
Is that what it was?
Wow. I thought it was that BJ Penn fight.
What's your timestamp, Jay?
Still Jonathan.
Right now, 16:53.
God damn it!
Oh, Wes, what's happening? Is
I
it
don't
lagging?
know. I should have fucking downloaded.
Yeah, motherfucker.
I should have downloaded.
All good. We'll key you up on the next one. Don't
I'm
worry.
just stunned more than anything so far at this broadcast at how young Rogan looks 10 years ago.
He's just still got some hair.
And not even the youth. It's the fact that he's like, how is he 50 pounds less? Like, seriously, Rogan is on all the PEDs.
Give me a timestamp, Sean.
I am at 17:30.
Yep, we're on we're about a half a second.
Yeah, me and Jay
This is
are half second.
before.
I'm with you.
This is before.
Clearly, he's not using any kettlebells back then.
Fucking ain't got that alpha brain going on.
I think I'm a little bit ahead of you guys.
He needs the alpha brain.
That's definitely why it's
Fucking
I'm
this
at
dude's like stem cells and
50.
cryo fucking
You're
genic
2 seconds
therapy.
behind, Brad.
I'm seeing him get clocked right now.
Yeah. Man, every fucking shot that he was on
How
the
many
ground
punches late?
while
do you-
Dominic was knocked out.
What would you say about 2 punches? Too much, new Sean?
Oh, yeah.
Herb let him wake back up before he stopped it.
What do you think Herb's worst job was as a referee?
Well,
Which fight?
There's too many.
2 lates and the 2 earlies because there's been a couple.
And then get knocked out.
Yeah,
But again,
Robbie
and then wake
Lawler.
back up again.
the
No,
Robbie
seriously, I
Lawler
think
was
this is
too
a-
early.
I think this is a legitimate question. What was Herb Dean's worst job as a referee? Which fight? And why?
I don't know if you could necessarily name one. Like I've
I
started.
have one in my mind.
I've gone through.
really
I've,
two.
Biden beat down from Rockhold was pretty late.
No.
I've gone through about 15 or 20 of the early WECs in the past few months. I'm telling you,
God.
Herb has been bad from the fucking get go, dog. Like he was letting guys get murdered in the WEC 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
Did they used to always interview the losing fighter? Why the fuck did they interview Hominick here?
Yeah, that was because it was his
Oh, because it's in
hometown.
Canada, that's why. Well,
But
that's
still, why are they interviewing him? It's very
So-
bizarre.
it's the first fight on the pay-per-view. I don't
I'm with Newsham though. I
It
think
was in Canada and-
the Rockhold Weidman
Yeah, the
fight.
WEC. I went back and I watched a classic.
Oh. The Rockhold Weidman fight to me was by far his worst stoppage. I mean, he literally totally changed the career trajectory of who was looking to be one of the best middleweight fighters of all time by just letting him get beat up an extra 2.5 to 3 minutes. It's really, really bad.
I think on the opposite end that the Robbie stoppage was like really, really bad too. From
Which fight are we
recently
talking about?
when he stopped it when the Ben Askren fight.
when he got
Like when Ben Askren had
when
him
he
in
did
like a
stop
front
and
headlock and fucking Herb thought he was tapping or some shit. That was a bad stoppage. Or that's just on the opposite end of stopping it way too early.
yeah, it wasn't even a thing.
Robbie's had a lot of bad stoppages in his career. There was that TE fight where it got stopped by the cut. Man, there's just like
Yeah.
all sorts of shit.
I mean, has anybody over exceeded their basically career potential more than Lawler though?
He had some dips, that's for sure.
I mean, the
Yeah, I
fact
mean-
that he was champion for as long as
I
he
don't
was
think so.
is
Like
incredible.
coming
always
up,
kinda knew
Lawler
what he
was,
was,
like
though, right?
one of the hottest prospects.
Yeah, but
Like
he had
back in the
dip.
UFC, like 30s, 40s.
But
That
Brad, he
dude
had no
was
business beating.
fucking indestructible.
He had no business beating Rory McDonald. Let's be honest. At the time when that fight took place and where their
Twice.
careers were going, I mean, yeah.
2 times.
And then obviously fought a lot of other talented fighters, Johnny Hendricks and whatnot. I mean,
Robbie
That was
got a
pretty
lot better later on in his career, though, man. Like you knew what Robbie was, like Brad
Yeah.
was talking back when he was the And people don't realize that Robbie was in this shit since he was like 19 or something, man. Like he started like really
like
early.
Vitor Belfort.
Yeah, and you knew what he was.
Well, he was
back
in that. He was in that first Fox Sports card when it was Chuck and Vitor. At that fight, I can't remember if he knocked him out or if he decisioned Aaron Riley, but he just sort of like beat the shit out of him on the card.
Yeah, then Nick kind of made a huge name for himself off of knocking Robbie off.
Brian Ebersol walking out, wearing a lot of tap out gear. Man, this was a different time.
I switched over to 40 creation.
The chest hair though, that's the question.
I'm hoping so.
Oh yeah, this is prime time for the fucking hair.
Yeah,
this is like the MMA internet attached them. So like this is the shit.
What Ebersol's hair?
Man, I'm just telling you, if he comes out, he loses.
I think the arrow already happened, unless he does the arrow again.
No, because they showed that. I don't know. Did he do it multiple times? Because they definitely showed it in his highlights. So
agreed. Yeah, I don't know unless he did a different design this time. Now I'm curious.
He did
the most interesting thing about this fight, I think, is the hair.
I guarantee you that is.
Yeah, this was prime Harrow years.
Here we go. Shirt's coming off. And the verdict is
get a dude to take off your shorts, even if it is an MMA fight. I'm kind of not down with that.
Wait a second. What do we got here?
Oh, what does he have there?
I don't know. It's something now.
Is it tap out? Does it say tap out?
Oh shit! He did plus 250.
Wow! Holy
250.
cow!
The plus 250 hits. It's not the Harrow. It's fucking tap out.
Yo, how much did you get paid to shave tap out into?
You remember when boxers started doing that like fucking
the gold
tattoo?
For
gold
fucking
palace.
yeah. Yeah, that's it right there.
That's a pretty impressive job to do that cut.
This is fucking going all out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Rogan's talking about the different chest hair designs.
Fucking Ebersol.
It's the most entertaining thing about this fight. Let's be honest.
I mean, Ebersol was pretty terrible. You might as well be fun.
What, Brad?
Something.
He's got a little harrow on the ab hair there.
On the navel?
Does he get the fuck out of here?
He does have a little navel.
Hey,
harrow combo?
Dead Tony, you got to cash both of these, dog. Dead Tony's got to cash both of these plays now. Both of those got to cash. Dog. I see a Harrow and a
It just sucks that I'm never going to get that lap dance that he owes me.
Oh.
I don't remember Claude Patrick at all. I really don't.
Our
Brad, my Canadian.
Our boy Bo is disgusted by the StreamYard being in my box for the fucking giving purposes.
You know what might be the worst fight ever?
Hilarious.
If Claude Patrick and Ellen Patrick fought.
Get out of here, dude.
Terrible.
We only get that type of shit from Brad. That's the only person you're going to get that type of shit from. Look at that throwdown shirt.
I mean, when I'm looking back at this, these entrance walkout outfits are hideous looking. They really are. I mean,
they always were.
But I feel like they haven't aged well at all.
It's still so much better.
This is a very like.
Wait, who's that guy in the background with the fur coat and the Knicks shirt?
Did you make his card, Jay?
Damn,
you was there, dog.
That's Frank Lucas.
That looks like Cardinal. It honestly.
Who's that referee with that beautiful badge on his blazer? That is something.
Whew.
That big and the punishment shirts. Oh man, this is
why we need to go back even further in MMA.
The people watching in UFC 140 was just tremendous.
Claude Patrick has quite the cranium on him.
Oh
What is Claude Patrick? Brad, you got an update for us?
Sean, technical whiz over here, this motherfucker.
Do I have an update on Claude Patrick? Fuck no.
Yeah.
Say you're welcome,
okay.
motherfucker.
I thought you knew about all Canada. He's got to be, what, 40 now? 41?
There's no way these guys are 31 years old.
Not Ebersol. Not a chance.
Ebersol's never been 31 years old.
He was born at 34. I can't believe Buffer's wearing a normal outfit.
Is it? It's the Harrow fucking tap out combo.
Oh,
look, this is before Buffer started fucking like stealing people's couches and skinning them.
Yeah, I know. This is wild. He's wearing like an outfit you'd wear to like a funeral, or like a wedding, like a blue shirt and a normal tie. Like, what is going on here?
Watching Buffer's like evolution of starting these fights is pretty wild too. If you go back and like watched him from the beginning up until now, it's crazy. The guy used to be so fucking bad.
So Claude Patrick didn't fight after this.
This was his last fight. I was just gonna say.
Oh, really? This is his retirement fight. Oh, we got a Rosenthal sighting. Oh, Wes, that's your boy.
Hell yeah, that's my boy.
I watched Olaf versus John Polakowski, WEC 9.
Dude,
and Rosenthal just has like this huge dip. It's just whoa. Lance would be proud of that shit.
Oh yeah, he would be.
Those early WC days, like Rosenthal refed every fight. He was like the cut man and everything. Like
dude, guys making bank. He's doing people's jobs.
I miss WEC though. I didn't watch MMA until after this.
That shit was literally like in the parking lot of like state fairs and shit.
How good was WEC though? Honestly,
prime WEC was some of the best shit it got, man. It was great.
From WEC 30 until it was over, or sorry, like 32 until it was over, was just some of the best MMA you'll ever see.
Man. Yep, it really was. And around that time too, there was like,
and that when they used to put that stuff on Sunday nights. Oh
yeah,
it was a Sunday night card.
Fuel TV was it?
Oh yeah, Fuel TV.
Fuel then,
or whatever that channel was. Yeah.
Right around that time, you had like Prime WEC and Prime Strike Force all competing with the UFC.
Yeah,
it's fucking.
You had the Rockhold and Jacare and Tim Kennedy days. Yeah.
Yep. That was a grand time in MMA.
Lorenz Larkin, a lot of cats. Yeah. Yoel, Fajal.
It's a lot better than what people remember. People trashed them.
Strike Force was really good at points. Yeah,
there's been something
they did.
There's something about
Anthony Smith was there. A ton of dudes.
There's been like
Robbie Lawler fought Anthony Smith.
There used to be UFC, just a group of people who would trash anything that wasn't UFC, but then a group of people that just love anything that wasn't UFC.
What about the people that trash anything but Pride too?
There was a big problem with like Japanese MMA and UFC guys like that they refused to watch, like fuck UFC.
Yeah, but, Pride only. Pride never. Yeah,
well, not even that like Dream and all that shit. They were so into the Japanese MMA, but fuck UFC.
That looks like a pretty good like guillotine, but
that's just as bad though. That's like as bad as being like the UFC fanboys that literally think everything else sucks. And
I feel like you can't actually submit Ebersol. Like he's like one of those guys. He's like Gumby.
Man,
remember John Fitch like that back in the day?
He'll go to sleep too. That's a big thing. He'll go to sleep before he taps.
Who, Ebersol or Fitch?
He'll just go to sleep. Ebersol.
Yeah. I respect those
people. Is stupidly dropping for guillotines when you're not an elite jiu-jitsu guy, even back in 2011. Still happens today. Guys still haven't learned. Like, what the fuck are we doing here?
They're still doing it.
Unless you're Bronx, you shouldn't be dropping for a fucking guillotine.
At like 2:30 of round one streaks.
Brad, where are you at right now? What's your time?
It's about 2 minutes, Brad.
I'm at 1:53.
2 minutes.
Ooh,
me too.
No, I was just saying at 2:30 of round one is when his corner was like, dude, if you're gonna pull for a guillotine, you gotta retire. They decided it already before the decision was
Yeah,
made.
it's done.
It's amazing how many guys like do that at like 2:30 or 2 minutes like left in a round in round one. It's like, dude, if
You're
you don't get
guaranteed-
it, you're
yeah.
losing the round, and now you're gonna have to win the last
Guaranteed.
2 rounds to win the fight. All
Guaranteed.
the time.
There's like legitimately a few guys you can count on one hand should be doing that. Maybe even one that should literally do that.
Well,
That
well,
and
Brian Ortega,
Cody McKenzie.
well,
Yeah,
that's what
Cody
I'm saying.
McKenzie, Brian Ortega, and
Yeah.
Dubron. That's it. That's it.
You can name a few guys. I mean, that's it though.
Maybe
They're really
Faber.
so dumb.
Maybe Uriah Faber.
Faber hasn't done it in forever.
Not anymore.
He's
Yeah.
old as shit now, but yeah.
And then like a couple weeks ago, dudes were
Yeah,
diving
Faber's
for heel
thing
hooks.
was always to like rock a dude first and then get it.
I was losing my mind a couple weeks ago, and like guys were going for leg locks and heel hooks and shit. Like, dudes,
No one's getting those. What's the
nobody,
last
they don't get them no more. It doesn't happen if you
The
ain't
last
fucking
guy was
Paul Harris.
Paul
Paul
Harris.
Harris. That's the
I think-
only guy.
Well, and Hall still gets them. He just nobody wants to fight him.
There's a couple guys that can do it and stuff, but it's just a low percentage move that gets you in a bad
what's his
spot.
name?
You lose
You know-
rounds.
You know what? The last guy to do it was what's his name? Who's that lightweight that can't punch? Oh my
It's
god.
Hall, Ryan
Yeah.
Hall.
Yeah, Ryan Hall. He's
Yeah.
the last guy. Him and then Paul
But
Harris. That's it.
But guys like
Ryan-
Dubronx does it, but he does it to try to sweep basically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
he's not
Or he's not really trying to get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
That's cool. Guys will drop form and shit now that have no idea what they're doing. And shit.
Yeah, you gotta be smart.
Sweep and
You gotta-
shit.
to do it, you gotta actually know what you're doing.
It's more used
At the end of
now.
round one, I have no idea who won that round, but that tap out hair
It's
tap
way used more now
haircut,
for
not bad.
a sweep than it is to stop anybody, man.
Yeah, that's like, unless you're literally Ryan Hall, then you're not gonna get it. And
No,
he used
or
it.
Marcin held maybe. There's not a lot of guys out there who can do that.
Ryan Hall's done it to a couple fucking jamokes too. Like he
What
ain't
about
done it,
BJ?
you know, like
What about
really.
BJ? Prime BJ.
Oh, come
29
on, come on. That
Well, the
shit
other-
is
Tell
so
me when you
sad.
guys are going to be.
Brad,
start
Brad
round two.
fucking knows. Prime BJ would have fucking destroyed Ryan Hall within a couple minutes. Like it wouldn't even have been
Oh, yeah.
fair
Absolutely.
what BJ would have done to that man in his prime. God, I hate that.
So long
BJ's top
ago,
control was
so long ago.
some of the best ever.
It's
Did you guys
getting-
just start round two?
No,
No, not yet.
about to. Oh wow,
Tell me when you do.
Brittany
Yeah,
looked
about to.
way younger. Holy cow, different time.
And no plastic in it. Well,
That's
limited
when-
amount.
Well, that's when she was.
Hey, we're
prime.
starting it, Brad.
WAC import, Brittany Palmer.
Yeah,
Same.
she was a good one before.
Probably their best. Besides Cowboy Cerrone, that might be their best import.
Not Aldo, like
Oh well, not anymore.
one of the greatest fighters ever.
Not anymore.
I mean, talent wise, it's Auto hands down. There's no argument that the best fighter the WEC ever produced was Auto. I give you Cowboys like 1A.
Most
2
entertaining,
for sure.
maybe.
Well,
I mean,
just as far as legendary status, of course.
Yeah. I mean, if we go back 30 years, in 20 years, saying MMA, I mean, the problem that Aldo did was that if he retired earlier, his legacy would be even higher. He overfought at this point.
I
He's
don't
not
know,
even
man.
old.
He just
Until he
just-
wins that bantamweight belt.
He just
baby.
arguably beat a top 3 guy in a division that he never fought in his life. Everybody scored that fight for him. He just beat a top 3 guy in a
Who?
division. Fucking
Volkanovski, he lost.
Marias. He fucking beat him, dude. Everybody
He did not beat Volkanovski.
No, I'm
Rice.
talking Aldo.
Rice.
I'm talking Aldo.
Yeah.
Aldo
Oh,
beat
right. Oh, I think
Marlon Moraes, a guy that just fought for
I
the title.
I think that was a fair split decision.
Yeah, I mean,
Are you going to tell me that
I'm not saying it was a
Henry
robbery, but
isn't
arguably he
a
beat a
great
top 3
matchup
guy.
for Aldo?
Who?
Cejudo.
Cejudo?
Oh, I'm betting Jose. You give me some fucking
Cejudo's
2-1 on Jose.
Oh,
Yeah. That's a great matchup for Aldo. Cejudo's got good hands, but he's not
They're
a
not
better
better.
striker than Aldo.
I'll
And
put it this
Aldo
way.
still has
How about
some of the best takedown defense in MMA history.
here's my hot take for the night. Jose Aldo made Conor McGregor's career.
Scorching.
I don't know about that. What about Eddie Alvarez?
Doing what he did to Eddie Alvarez, I think, kind of changes.
Doing
that.
what he, yeah. Doing
Yeah.
like he
That
he
was
Aldo,
impressive.
but
that
we
was-
don't actually
It
know.
doesn't
It put
make,
him. it put him on the rise to like superstardom. I think
He
absolutely
basically shut out Alvarez when Alvarez was really good.
at 155 too, not
Rolled
145.
over him. I think that was a bigger win.
I think Connor's like best weight and time will always be at 145. I think that dude.
I think that's obvious. I think
He was going to be untouchable at 145 if he could have made it for.
But that's the problem. He was too big for 145.
But what he did to Eddie at 155 when Eddie was already like career revive, looked unbelievable. That was impressive, man.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie,
an incredible performance. Just
unfortunately, Eddie basically psyched himself out of the fight.
Just can you watch that and name like another fight that in that moment some of the best pure fucking striking hands that you will ever see what Connor did to Eddie in that
And
fight.
it wasn't just a one-punch KO either. Like it was
beautiful.
a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Like it was that's just domination. Like that's not just like a not say fluke, but a good one punch.
That's a one shot.
That is a couple minutes of just absolutely schooling an absolute
Ebersol's such a
veteran.
goof.
I can see why Claude Patrick did not fight after this because
Brian Ebersol probably shouldn't have fought after this either. But
Brian Ebersol fought for like 10 years, like 8 years.
Is he still fighting? Let's see.
Remember when Brian Ebersol fought Ryan Bader?
Is Loveless in this chat?
Yeah, he is.
You fucking motherfucker. Where you been at? Is that facial hair on Brad? It's not fucking it's not Russell.
That's shadow. That's
it's
a
not
shadow.
like Sean Brand over there, but
Wes is the cleanest shaven individual in the chat.
I shaved clean for the first time today in I don't know 4 or 5 years. Like clean. I usually if I do shave, I just shave it down with a guard and then just trim the neck up, but at Virus, man,
this
you gotta,
this
Don't be
is only a
scared.
couple days. I've been
that's like protection, Sean. That motherfucker might as well be a mask. You gotta like cut that shit off and send it to a hospital. That shit might as well be a mask.
Sean needs to do that beard comb over.
Part that motherfucker.
Rogan actually paying attention is mind-boggling to me.
And actually knowing what's going on in a fight and
I
knowing
know.
who these guys are.
The guy he was good when he was coherent,
Right.
wasn't he? Like he wasn't.
No,
bad.
no wonder why Rogan's taking that alpha brain. He doesn't want to go all Joe Biden, okay?
He's trying to level out the fucking DMT and shit he's been taking for fucking years. Like seriously, that dude's talked about fucking taking some heavy shit, dude, and doing that flotation tank and stuff. I mean,
What is he thinking about?
Astroplaning.
his fucking brain is fucking out there now, dude.
Sure is.
So I think Patrick is winning this fight. There's not much going on.
I have no idea. I'm waiting for this.
There's not much going on at all. No damage. A lot of hustle. A lot of huffing and puffing.
Jay,
Well,
your
when
YouTube fucking picture, dude. Like you almost look like you're ready to sell me fucking insurance or something, bro.
Don't be jealous.
When
I mean,
Rogan's saying
it looks
that like
smooth.
a top right hand is the most significant part of the fight, then you know it's a pretty shitty fight.
I'm ready for Hollywood, Wes. What can I say? Oh, this is before Vanessa. I guess she was still underage. I love that Ebersol dives in. Ebersol dives in for a takedown as good as anybody.
He said, "Brad looks like
it.
he's got virus on his face."
That's a pretty good takedown, but Ebersol is not giving up, and he got it.
He didn't deserve it. Claude Patrick flipped into it. What was that?
That was dumb as shit. That's what that was.
That was terrible. There's not a chance Ebersol's going to do anything from here, Joe.
My computer saw Claude Patrick go for a submission again, and it just broke itself.
Brad, what's your timestamp?
4:05.
Oh, you're
The third? Yeah, you're a little bit ahead of us, but it's all good.
Tell me how many seconds.
What's your timestamp?
4 minutes.
Yeah. You know, it'd be easier if you downloaded what I sent you guys, and then
If
you
we
wouldn't
do
have to
this
worry
now,
about
I'm just a couple seconds off. I'm good.
All right.
I paused mine for a couple seconds. I'm at 3:45 now.
Okay, you're good.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Ebersol
Ooh.
takedown.
Sweet takedown.
Ooh.
Solid. Left him up,
Ooh.
slammed him on the back.
Still, Bo, white wine. Cheers to you, man.
Yeah, we're not used to that. We're used to the red.
These
West.
hard times, brother.
The red makes the Kentucky blue pop.
It's not times are so tough. Wes got to switch from red to white.
Hey, I splurged. Actually, I actually bought a, like it says, a $25 bottle of wine. What are you talking about?
That's fancy as hell.
Fucking splurging. I'm on lockdown, bro. That fucking pick of the Cuomo brothers is literally like a perfect fucking example of what's going on. Like,
What happened? What picture of the Cuomo brothers?
well, I mean, the younger Cuomo brother virus started. The old Cuomo brother, like current fucking state virus.
I mean, both are
That's
both
like-
are both are on cloud 9 right now at their
That's just-
highest level.
That's just the president before and
I
after
don't
picture
know
that
about
you
that,
always see.
Jay.
What?
I don't think they're on cloud 9 right now. They got some shit to deal with.
Yeah, a little
They're
bit
at
stressful.
their apex of popularity, is what I'm saying.
It's a shitty way to get that popular.
That's how it works, though. New Sean, you know that better than anybody.
BuyMMAcards.com.
What is that?
What does that even mean?
West or Brad, do some research. See if that still exists.
Is that the shittiest sponsor on each of these guys' shorts? We gotta be on the lookout here.
Trying to
Hey,
recognize if I see
fitness.
any MMA journalists in the crowd. Where's John
I don't
Morgan?
know,
and
I-
his blue shirt?
Where's the blue
I don't
shirt?
see half the battle anywhere on the shorts, so I think it's got to be the shittiest one.
Claude Patrick's got kphotos.com, whatever that is.
That $300 just
Boom.
wasn't cutting it. It just wasn't cutting it, man. You gotta up that shit.
Come on, Brad. You know this is like
If you
5
ain't
years
gonna get in the
before that guy
sauna
even started
sweat
watching this
with a
sport.
motherfucker, you can't be on my shorts, dog. You got to get in that sauna and sweat. Bradley or Sean, you ever drinking High Life, dog?
Fucking right. It's like
This
give
motherfucker's
no
over
fucks.
like McConaughey leaning on
Oh
the
my
wall.
God.
Like,
That costs $4 more just because it's imported.
That's I think that's the cheapest imported beer you can get in Canada.
More than Bud Light, huh?
it
Or
should.
Bud-
Oh,
It
they
should.
don't count.
Oh,
Bud
that
Light
was like
should
a
be
submission attempt from Claude, but he lost it. Shocker.
That was Ebersol fake tapped. He fake tapped. I saw it.
I
I
saw
saw
that
it.
too.
Just like
He
Stipe
tapped more than Stipe.
Yeah. This actually turned into a fucking sloppy,
Yeah,
shitty.
third round, they got
fight.
five.
Oh shit.
The third
Wes
round was
definitely
good.
5
The
seconds
first two
behind.
rounds.
Once they both got tired and
happened.
stopped trying to wrestle, then
Ooh,
they
nice
got
little body
sloppy
shot there.
into a barroom brawl.
Ebersol
Mounted.
diving in for that takedown again.
Not good. Weak sauce. 30 seconds left in the third round.
Oh,
Clark is
oh,
Never
oh.
works. This never works.
That looks pretty good though,
Gator
man.
roll.
Nah,
Gator
That was pretty
roll.
tight. He looked scared there, but you got
Come on,
to hook the
Ebersol,
leg.
you know
Right?
that.
Oh shit.
He's already out. Come on now.
At least he was going for it.
You can't do
At
that
this
against this
point,
guy's
You
gummy,
usually
man.
gotta have a
Third
leg.
round,
You gotta
so.
get a leg up.
I know. So, and I
Third
think
goes to-
Patrick
yeah.
at least won the seconds. So, I don't know if you guys know how this one goes, but I'm going to check out MMA decisions to see if
This
they
fight
actually
is
have
out.
it
I
broken
know
You got,
how
down.
it
you got insurance. Jay sells pandemic insurance. Oh, it's good shit.
I mean, desperate times call for desperate measures. Wow, there's a Joe Silva sighting. He's so short.
Never grew.
Yeah.
He never grew.
So these fights
I
are
talked
old
to
enough that
Joe
on
Silva
MMA
one,
decisions.
and
Is this before MMA decisions, new Sean?
So it's there, but each round is not tabulated. They just have like each
total
judge
score?
gave it to who. Yeah, it's kind of shitty.
the final score.
That's
Gotcha.
fine.
Yeah.
Do they still have like the
Yeah.
the user scores?
Well, they got the media scores.
What was the submission that Claude
Okay.
Patrick was going for? It's kind of like a Von Fluke choke, but it's not.
That's an anaconda choke.
That should have. Man, he had a.
Okay.
If he could have kept that leg hook, that'd have been lights.
Well, the problem was that when he rolled, he never got Ebersol off his base. So normally you get the guy on his side, and then you can wrap around and grab the leg. But he never got Ebersol off his knees, so he just couldn't wrap it up.
Super hard to do in round 3 after all that sweat, especially with a guy with that much hair like Ebersol.
You doing any training, Brad? When's the last time you trained?
No. Back when I was up north, I haven't done anything since I've been down in Guelph.
Yeah.
But at some point, we'll see. I'm gonna try and get back into playing in a lacrosse league this summer if there's anything going on.
That'd be all right.
Oh.
So they gave the Ebersol.
What you play, Brad?
What was that, Jay?
What position you played?
Well, it depends
Go
if
ahead.
it's box or field. In field, I usually play midi.
Wow,
And then-
Rogan is like really. I can't get over Rogan being 50 pounds less.
People are booing.
That's
I mean,
not
it is in
happening.
Canada.
50 pounds
This
of,
dude's what,
of less
64 times?
HGH.
Wait, Ebersol has
Yeah,
65 career MMA fights.
Bo already gifting. I like it, man. Cheers, brother.
Yeah.
Well, I bet he did. He's gonna need something to sleep to.
Oh, does he have
He put in a request. Sean got my box moved around to get the fucking steam yard fucking up in my shit.
So 5 of the 7 media people gave the fight to Patrick, and 2 of them gave him 30-27s, but somehow Ebersol still won.
Ooh.
That's fair. I don't know.
So that'd be a Saul
but
D'Amato score and a
From-
Richard Bertrand.
Yeah, from the little bit I
10 years straight.
a decade, they're still doing this
Wait,
shit.
isn't Richard Bertrand the referee that has like the massive goatee?
No, it's Mike Beltran.
No,
That's Mike.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Bertrand is a ref.
Great. So we're looking up little
judge.
Nog's nose hairs. This is great. Or Big Nog's hairs are great.
Saul D'Amato was at
That's a long one too, Jay.
the UFC Fight Expo, and he actually tried to defend his Sanchez Campman scorecard to me, which
Are you
was
kidding me?
one of the more hilarious conversations
I was
I've ever had.
there. I was there. That was here in Louisville, man. Like,
Get your
Yeah,
happy
it was.
face.
dude, the entire
Was that at the
building-
KFC Yum Center?
Yeah, the entire building was booing that shit.
Yum,
dude.
yum, yum.
The entire fucking building, it was nothing but booze.
That one was bad. That's one of the worst ones.
Yeah, it was. Sal D'Amato is just an absolute legend.
He's been around since like the beginning. It's
Tito
crazy.
has
Oh shit! Look at that Tito face.
Tito's noggin is enormous.
That
It's
wasn't. Have y'all seen what Tito's turned into? You know, Tito's turned into like an InfoWars like conspiracy theorist guy. Have
So,
you
like,
seen?
I felt like he was kind of always that way, was he not?
I don't think he was like this, but with
He's kind of anti-government, fucking.
Isn't that what Militich
he's
is?
not. He's not anti-government now, though. He's full on government now. But he's like conspiracy theorist dude, man. He's talking about the virus and shit being created and all
Always
that.
one of those.
All that hoax to bring down his man and shit. Like,
Someone
yeah.
tell
So
me
he's
how
just a
Militich
typical MMA
and,
fighter then.
Militich
I'm trying to say.
Tito should have been on like they should have been like a stable or something.
Who,
like they're-
Militich and Tito?
Yes, they
Yeah,
could have
throw-
put the Lions Den together.
Throw Tim Kennedy in with him, you know.
Oh, been great.
Could
That
have
would
been a
have
triangle.
peak MMA. Tito's face is so fat though; it's like he's a chipmunk in February.
He still looks that old. He hasn't aged much. He looked weathered back then.
Nope.
Doesn't he actually look older here than he does now?
I mean,
Like,
he's enjoying
he
the
looks-
life now, man.
he
He's
looks
getting the sun, he's
bad.
getting laid all the time. It's a good life, man.
When was him and Jenna a
Look,
thing?
There's
Yeah,
there's
This
there's
might have been during that.
There is no way. Nah, that was way back. That was during like the Chuck kind of around when him and Chuck were kind of in their whole thing. Their
He
shit
was with
ended.
Jenna Jameson back then, and was that short? I thought it was a long time.
No, I mean they lasted a while, but it was over I think a few years after that. That's when she like got all fucked up on
You gotta give
It
Tito
was-
some credit, though, man.
Oxycontin and shit. Yeah.
You gotta give Tito some credit though. He's slung pretty well in his
He
day.
did well for himself.
He did well for himself. Yeah.
I mean, he's better off now than he was then. Like, have you seen what he's pulled now? I mean, there's no other man that is that fucking stupid that is pulling the trim that guy's pulling if you ain't happy face Tito. Like, straight up. Just can't happen.
I don't know. Trump's out there.
Mayo,
Trump's out
Brian
there.
Austin Green.
There's some charming fucking ghouls, I guess. You know,
Yeah, he's one
they
of them.
can get pretty charming.
Yeah, that's fair. Jamal Murray might be another.
Jamal,
Send me a link. I haven't seen it yet, but I want to.
He needs to work on some manscaping.
I need
I'll
to
tell
do
you
an
that
Anthony
much.
Allen.
Holy shit, Jamal. You're disrespectful.
Did y'all guys see the fucking the Instagram live video between Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum?
No.
And so CJ McCollum was talking about trimming his neck hair and shit and stuff. And like in his mentions, they start saying, you look like you got Jamal Murray's pubes on your neck, dog. And him and Dame start talking about it and clowning on Jamal Murray.
Oh shit.
Dame finally
Man.
man, we can't be talking about this, dog. Like I'm the one that's got the the big contracts and shit. You know, we got to quit talking about this shit.
I mean, I want some.
Can you imagine if some shit like that came out in the 80s with how savage like Bird and Jordan and all those guys were with their trash talking? Jamal would literally have to quit and just like move off to Siberia. He wouldn't be allowed back in the league.
Jordan would have probably went and banged his girl just for that. Told him at the next game. One of the best videos is that video that fucking Chapman tweeted out and like pinned this is 80s basketball and shit, and it's like dudes just murdering each other. You know, it was it was a completely like, could you imagine what do you think Jordan would average in today's game? Like where they literally can't touch you, they can't put a fucking hand on you.
Probably 40.
I'd say 40. Yeah,
he would average 40. That man. They talk about James Harden shooting a bunch of free throws a game. Michael Jordan might shoot 50 free throws a game in today's game.
Well, I remember I read his biography when I was a kid, and he was just like, yeah, like it wasn't difficult. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna get 8, 8, 8, 8, and that's 32. I'm gonna average 32 a game. It's that easy. And
sounds so easy,
right?
Well, when you literally had a move that was unstoppable, that you could do
the same move would be unstoppable today. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Good luck.
Yep.
Hey, Brad, our buddy BMR wants to know the backstory of Kevin Casey and the podcast and the intro to the podcast and shit like that. You want to take that one?
Jeez. Oh, my goodness. The king, first of all.
That's right.
The king, Kevin Casey.
Close relation to Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time.
Muhammad Ali's son-in-law, Rip. But yeah, he was just like a dude that was in Strike Force and used to either win in the first round or gas horribly. And then he was on Tough.
Perfect.
And he'd either win in the round or gas horribly.
But that's not the reason we like Kevin Casey.
Didn't he go on a run in like LFA and you won a bunch of money?
Oh, he smashed.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Yeah, me and Brad. Hold on. Yeah, we won. Thanks to Brad, though. We won a lot of money on the King. Yeah.
But during all this time, Kevin Casey, the king, the best rap career of any MMA fighter ever. You can look him up.
Tyron Woodley with nothing on him.
Yeah, that guy should be
absolutely nothing. Managed by Spencer Pratt I'll have you know.
Oh, remember
Jiu-jitsu wizard Spencer Pratt. Dougie can tell you all about that.
He's in one of his music videos.
But Casey, he had the most hilarious intro to any music video ever. So we clipped it. We've been back in the Kevin Casey, the King Casey train for years and years. Wes has he won a fight kit a few years back. Made sure he ordered that King Casey swag.
The only one sold from King Casey.
But yeah, we clipped it and we threw it into the MMA Analysis intro because Kevin Casey he speaks to us. He's made us money. He's entertained us. He's a great man, a tremendous man, one of the most tremendous men I know. He's bigly tremendous.
How hated was he on Twitter too? Like, so many people hated that we like Kevin Casey so much too. Like, why the fuck do y'all like that guy? He just always gas and lose. Like, he's the greatest. Fuck you. He's the king. Fuck you.
Anytime we fight, we just pump his tires so much.
It was so great, dude.
And we're all
that LFA run where he like knocked out Andrew Sanchez and all sorts of shit.
Nog.
Oh, that was incrediable.
We did pretty good. I mean, they had like some $100-$200 limits on those bets and shit.
Oh.
But back, I mean, regional MMA dogs, dog, and we used to clean up on those fucking Axis cards. It was good times.
You got an old man, bro, 10 minutes ago or 10 years ago.
Going for the takedown.
They were just banging.
You know what's a great piece of matchmaking that I hope still ends up happening? Little Nog against Shogun. I'm really glad that they booked that fight.
Didn't they book that? Didn't they? They booked that.
Yeah,
that's booked, right, Sean?
Is that going to be for the UFC 249 super card that they're building?
Oh God, on a barge out in the Atlantic.
Dude, I'm totally down for the boat thing. Can that be on like the USS?
That'll be on
the Brazil
It'll
card.
Be on the Jair Bolsonaro memorial card.
you just got this, Brad. You better watch.
I'm okay with that.
Can't be saying that shit,
dude. Some of our MMA tout friends are gonna need to make a little bit of money, so they better.
Oh, we cracked Tito. Tito's
nice knee.
I don't know how to rock somebody with that big a head. Oh,
Tito's doing the chuck. He's doing the chuck, elbows up.
Oh, he's stunned.
Oh, it's over. I think it's got to be. That was a nice knee.
How many times did Tito actually get like TK?
Like
on the ground?
Tito's in trouble.
National team, Brad. He trained with the Cuban national team.
Yeah, he did. God, that was Big Nog.
It's like every fight he trained with the Cuban national team this time.
You know what's crazy? That Lil Nog is still supposed to fight, like Brad said.
How is he still fighting?
This is 10 years ago.
It is insane.
But
well,
like
he only
him against
Shogun,
give me
the perfect booking.
What's the timestamp?
2:43.
2:40 in the first. Yeah. Yeah, it's just crazy. This guy's fought like 4 times since this fight in 2011. Man, he is beating the shit out of Tito on the ground.
Pretty good ground and pound.
He is.
One of
going
the
to
worst
the body
things
and everything. I
Oh,
like
he rolled over.
One of the
that
worst
got him.
things I've watched over the past couple of years. Tito beating Chuck.
Who's reffing?
Yves Levine.
Oh yeah.
That Tito Chuck fight.
Good body shots, yeah. Yeah. Nice variation.
This is a beatdown by Nog after that like slight brawl at the start of the fight. Ever since then,
I like that he keeps going to the body with the elbows.
I like that Tito's trying to use his shitty defense.
Oh, nice.
That's what he dropped him with was a body shot. So I guess that's why he's doing the body.
Oh,
he's thinking about stepping in.
He's making it.
It's over. There it is.
Lil Nog is gonna have some coronavirus fucking ribs tonight, motherfucker.
I want that bony acai, man. Come on. He's got to get a reserve.
Shots on the ground is a rare one right there.
Tito's going to be spitting out blood. He must have.
How many fucking body shots?
He's in pain, man. Look at that.
Have we seen?
Woo!
Yeah, that's a rare one to like. I mean, a lot of times you
Who was
Guys
it?
hurt
Was
the body,
it?
they found out on the from to
Was
the
it
head.
Shogun Sean that or Shogun Brad that hurt Rampage's ribs in their Pride fight, or was that Vandalay? You remember when Rampage was on his kind of bad run in Pride there for a little bit? And, what was that fight?
That was more
I wanna
like
say it was
when they were,
Shogun.
because he had that whole sequence where he had him like clinched up in the corner and he was just throwing knees like a motherfucker.
Yeah, it was just
to his ribs and shit.
Yeah.
What
But that
fight
was
that? I gotta look.
I mean, there's GSP Sarah with the second one.
Yeah.
Where he's just
the
going
king
ham.
fighting in submission underground?
What was that?
Our buddy BMR just said the king has a submission underground fight coming up, and I gotta
Oh
fucking.
shit! Is that this? It's this weekend, right? That's
There's-
this Sunday,
I
right?
saw some lines came out for it. I didn't know it was actually going forward.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're advertising it on Fight Pass.
Who the fuck is
Fight
he
Pass has
fighting?
one of the most interfaces that I've ever seen in my life. Like if you go and search something,
What's that?
it might not be on every app or anything
was
like that, but
Shogun.
on a Fire Stick, it's brutal. You watch something,
Oh,
and then if you hit back, it goes right back to the main menu. It's awful.
Man, Tito's in a lot of pain.
Fire
still.
Stick's really bad, Brad. I try to use mine on like my Samsung Smart TV or my PlayStation. It's a whole lot better. That Fire Stick is terrible.
Well,
for
I'm
Fight
just
Pass.
this whole time I've been casting it from my phone, and it's fine.
Yeah,
Isn't Craig Jones like an unreal jiu-jitsu guy?
yeah.
Yeah, he hooked Gilbert Burns. That's who the King's facing on the 29th.
Ah.
Dude, that
Oh,
train
King's-
is still around.
Hey, he's there to set up the kid.
King's gonna-
man.
That
King's gonna fuck
translator's
him up.
been around forever. What a gig that kid's got.
He'll either choke him out or set up the kid, man. He's there to, get the youth going.
Yep.
Yeah, that was Shogun that fucked up Rampage.
Yeah.
And I want the gig of that translator. That
Yeah.
kid's been around forever with UFC.
Which guy?
Why do they need a translator? Nog speaks pretty good English.
Yeah, just in case he gets his
Oh, yeah,
couple too
He's
many
not
brain
Jose
cells
Aldo.
knocked
He's
out
not faking
in
it.
the fight, he might forget how to speak English. Where's that knee to the body? Boom! Look at that rib.
Ooh, that was a bump.
Oh,
Ooh, that was high. That was like to the sternum.
Oh,
Yeah.
Maybe a little
Oh.
higher. That's more like a liver shot. Yeah, he went down pretty flat.
no, liver shot's lower and more outside than that. That'll just knock the wind out of you.
And he just kept going. How
Yep.
come-
And then
how
he
come fighters
went to the old rib roast.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I like
he,
it.
He took a rib home with him, dude. That was brutal.
A little bit of rib sandwich, huh?
That shit was as tender as a 70-year-old virus patient.
Nothing wrong with brisket, Wes. Nothing wrong with brisket.
The meat man.
Little
Batter.
dog. That's a good ass weight. What do you
Yep.
think the odds were on that?
If I had to
I
guess, I'm gonna
Tito's
say.
fight brave.
I'm gonna say little.
This was right after Tito beat Bader, so I'm gonna say Tito was
Ooh,
probably like
Tito's
plus
fight.
Minus
180,
two-
or Nog was
minus
probably like plus
200.
180.
minus 210 for Tito.
Plus 180, Nog.
Little Nog was minus 265 at close.
Damn.
Wow.
Damn.
Well, that closed. What was the open?
That's wild.
What was Nog's fight before? Oh, he fought like Luis Kane and knocked him out right before this, didn't he?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that guy. Yeah. Was
So
his
they're just back then. They just interviewed all the losers. I see. Like, the fuck is going
Well,
on?
Tito is a big name.
Yeah, I know, but
Tito gets an
goddamn,
interview.
Yeah,
You gotta interview him if it's their home country. You gotta interview him. If
Claude Patrick didn't get an interview. Did he?
Was this
Oh,
a Tito
wow.
retirement fight?
they knew he was never fighting again. They had to interview him.
So before this, Tito had just lost to Rashad TKO, knee to the body and punches.
Oh.
So the same thing that just happened.
Oh yeah,
But before that, he beat Bader, right?
beat Bader. Yeah, he subbed
Yeah.
Bader.
That was all. Like, as no matter what you feel about Tito, that was an awesome result to watch.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was. Yeah.
Shout out to our first fight. Korean Zombie was plus 475 at close and knocked out Hominick in 7 seconds.
Hominick had some shine on him at that time.
Plus 475.
Because he won the 5th round against a flu-ridden Aldo.
Yeah. That's it. That is fucking it, dude.
Man, submission on the ground. Carlos Condit versus Jake Ellenberger. That's supposedly going on.
Don't bang your heads, guys. It might be a double knockout.
We got Mir.
Holy fuck. Oh,
There
man.
he is. I still say Mir really could have been up on those all-time ranks without the dumb shit early in his career.
Yeah, I agree.
He really could have. That the dude was
He had
ridiculous.
the charisma. He had the look.
Yep.
Fit in.
He had the skills.
Does the dumb shit mean the motorcycle?
Yeah. Yeah. And then after the motorcycle,
Actually,
not even being able to stay in shape and shit after that, I
Just
think.
being a fat
Oh,
sack.
Yeah, he just got.
although before all that stuff happened, a couple days ago I just watched Mir against Ian Freeman, which was awesome.
Wow. What's it, the Irish hand grenade or whatever?
What?
I think it's
Ian, that was Marcus Davis, Irish hand grenade.
Yeah, this guy.
Ian Freeman was a British dude. They fought in Ian
Same
Machine Freeman. They fought in Royal Albert Hall,
Yeah,
which was kind of a cool place for a UFC event.
That's where, that's a big.
me and Jay watched a fight card actually together in a really kind of cool place, almost kind of like a venue like that.
Oh, we went to Foxwoods.
At Foxwoods. It was fucking really cool,
Nice.
man.
Jacare versus Musasi was the main event, right?
All I remember is fucking Mitrione fucking out at the club and shit.
Oh yeah, when we were at the bar, we saw him out
me
there
and-
hanging out
Me
drinking.
and Jay's like, we got to fucking we got who did we?
You're talking about
Terry
Mitch Matrione?
Woods.
Us two and Josh, right?
Yeah, Pastor Josh. Yeah. Saw Mario
That was Josh.
Yamasaki out eating and shit, and then Mitrione.
Saw Dana at one point.
Yeah, no, we fucking met Dana on the escalator. Remember? He was
Yeah,
like, boy, yeah.
What else was there? Didn't Alistair Overeem get knocked out by
He
Bill
got-
Rockwell?
He got destroyed, and when we was leaving, remember we saw his people like,
Yeah, we were telling him
Harry
Overeem should
fucking-
retire.
yeah, this dude was literally had both arms on his fucking trainers and shit, and they was walking him out.
That was a pretty good fight card in hindsight. Now I'm thinking about it.
That was
some
awesome.
moments. Yeah, I'd have to go back. Yeah. That was a cool venue because there was only seats on one side of the venue.
Yeah,
it was like a
it's,
theater.
It's a musical kind of theater.
Yeah.
Put on, like, concerts and shit. It was really small and shit.
What do you think? Like 4,000 or 5,000 people maximum?
Yeah, I think it ended up. It's like 6,000 or something
not
like that.
big, yeah.
5,000. It's small as hell.
It was in the boonies, man.
Oh, dude, I
There's
drove up
nothing going
there.
on up there in Connecticut. Nothing up there.
Yep.
Yeah, that was
Oh
different.
no, they're literally. It's like that whole reservation is their own kind of like little town. Like
It's a
they got-
gigantic casino.
yeah, they got their own hotel. Like the hotel we stayed in down the road is on the reservation. They got a Dunkin' Donuts right across the street.
Yep.
We went and got breakfast and shit.
Oh yeah.
One
Yeah.
day, and that's all on the reservation.
That was all that was there. There was nothing else going
Yeah.
on.
You didn't have to go off the reservation. Like it's all there.
I know. That was interesting. For
It was
sure.
cool. Hotel van took us up to the casino, and the casino was massive.
Yeah, it was
Remember
huge.
how big that place was, dude?
Oh yeah, it was huge.
Then like one of the dealers was telling us that because there's all kinds of Asian people.
Were you there at that point? But I'm trying to remember who it was. I think I was at a roulette. No, was it roulette? I think it was
Oh,
roulette.
you were
And
playing roulette.
Chaz Skelly like walked up to the table and made like a $50 bet, like won and just bounced.
I was because I was playing craps with fucking God damn it, for dude from Indiana.
Oh,
Scrapper.
Darren Elkins.
No. Oh fuck.
The
Been
ball
around
player?
forever. Indiana. God damn it, I can't remember his name now.
The guy who ran for Congress.
No, he like retired and came, but he's still
Wes.
kind of. What'd you say?
Can you remember anybody who's fought?
Man, white guy, Indiana. God damn it, he's fought off kinds of people.
I know who you're talking about.
Need a hint?
Chris Lytle?
Chris Lytle, yeah,
Oh.
Chris fucking Lytle. So yeah, Chris Lytle is playing. We're playing craps and shit. Yeah, you was at the roulette table, and yeah, you said Chaz Skelly came over and was playing fucking roulette or whatever. That was an awesome venue, man.
Our boy Derek mentioned Lytle.
Yeah, that's who it was. It's like Indiana. There's like a couple like good fighters from Indiana.
Indiana's like Iowa. We're like, I feel like Iowa was the worst. Like where guys started fighting professionally at 16 and had like 47 professional fights by the time they like turned like legal smoking age.
There was a lot of good Indiana fighters in like the earlier days. You know what I'm saying? The UFC 30, 40 and stuff around there. There was a few Indiana fighters, and like you said, they had like 30 fights, 40 fights. They're fighting in parking lots and shit, you know. Fighting in barns in the middle of fucking state fairs.
That's that Midwest, baby.
Yeah. Haven't we long said that you should always fade the Midwest fighter making his UFC debut?
Wow.
Well, not always.
On a 16-1 record.
It got there. It got there. I mean, the Midwest wrestler almost used to be like a lock, you know.
At different times. Man, that deep race on the Frank Mir
what the fuck did you bring out? Look, he got a bottle. What is that?
Whoa, what do we got here?
40 Creek.
You guys never heard of that? Is that a Canadian thing, Brad? Is that Canadian, Brad?
It's
40 Creek?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that Canadian?
Do you see what our boy Ivan wrote in the chat?
Just outside of Hamilton.
I told him he's a
Let's take a look.
All right. I told you guys need to relay the chat messages to me.
Ivan, Marley doesn't have the legs to compete. That dude would snap a calf.
Could be some leg lock city, man.
He would like step into the cage and snap a calf on the fucking mat. If Matt would dip and his calf would literally snap in half. I'm telling you.
Our tote friends are going broke with no sports to tote right now. Right?
It's got to be tough sledding for the touts.
Sean, they're saving money with no sports going on.
I mean, if I were them, I would be reading my, coronavirus data stats every day and just be betting on Five Dime.
They are, man. The best shit is like DraftKings putting out shit for NBA 2K and fucking like they were putting on how many words of some kind of word Larry David said on Curb Your Enthusiasm and shit. Dog.
Pretty good. Does he say it or not?
They are fucking desperate, dog. They are really desperate.
I mean, I would, yeah. The virus stuff, I mean,
I get it.
Killing on because everybody's talking about it, yeah.
I ain't gonna get any political though, but like casinos asking for bailouts is fucking hilarious.
Oh,
that is some of the funniest shit I've ever heard in my fucking life.
And the thing is, we can just go tabulate how much money they'll be up because they have to release that shit.
They have to release it publicly. That's correct.
Billions and billions and billions of dollars. They literally like every month they make over $200 million on penny slots every month.
They can just do sports betting still. Like it's like especially the sports books, they have nothing to complain about because they can just make lines on anything.
Yep.
Like you don't need to be there. If you have mobile betting, you have nothing to.
They're not, but sports being shut down. I get it's hurting the sports betting aspect, you know.
But you can make other bets. I mean,
casinos is a different thing. Casinos like sports betting is nothing to casinos. That's
why those have a little bit of a different.
That's
I remember there was a tweet that I saw a few months ago where they were talking about how much money casinos and sports books and all that sort of stuff made from different areas. And like, it was a fraction. The stuff they made from sports betting was a fraction of stuff they made on like slots and all that sort of stuff. So
this is the huge one.
Well, Vegas has to release their shit every month, and penny slots is $220 million. Baccarat is like second. It's like over $100 million. Sports betting is like
10
30
million.
million.
Yeah.
It's like 30 million.
Baccarat's going to be down with fewer Asian travelers, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They-
it is.
like
No one else
I
knows
was
how to
saying
play
earlier,
Baccarat.
at Foxwoods, I'm telling you, 10 people up there, 8 of them were
Except James
Asians.
Bond.
And like one of the dice players like said that they come down there, that's in Connecticut, like they come down in droves from New Jersey and New York.
Of course they do.
Yep.
That's where they come down and play and stay and shit. Is
But
at
It's,
Foxwoods.
it's a little different now because like there's more casinos. Like there's one like an hour north where I live in New York State, and then
people
yeah, there's,
gamble.
yeah, there's just more games now, so more places to
But
gamble.
like I know in places in like New Jersey and shit, like DraftKings has put all this money in their shit, and I mean
FanDuel.
New Jersey, New York area up there was taking in what, Jay, a couple $100 million a month.
In profit, not over the course of months.
That's in
Yeah.
debt. So they're taking a fucking massive profit. That's hurting those kind of places big time. Vegas,
Deal with it
On a
though.
whole
Man.
other
You know, teach their own. You know, the states are gonna.
well, wait, fuck casinos. We can have a different conversation about everything else.
Main
Fuck
event starting.
casinos.
Mhm.
Any casino asking for a bailout can suck.
I haven't seen this
fucking
fight in so
balls.
long. I'm excited to watch it.
Most of the
We're at
businesses,
We're
like
at
you're to
448
find
in
out.
the first round. Frank Mir,
448.
Big Nog. Classic fight.
All right, I'm right with you. All right, let's go.
440.
Oh, I'm at 440 as well. Oh,
Yeah, no,
This is when
Nog for a
Frank
takedown.
that was a
this is when
lightning
Frank-
fast Nogueira shot.
Frank
Fastest
came,
of his
this
career.
when Frank was back on the HGH though and shit, and he was like
The TRT.
Oh,
on
yeah.
a decent prime comeback.
You can tell he's got the belly. He's got that HGH belly.
You know what the wildest Frank Mir fight might have been? The one against
Ian Freeman. Brock.
Duffy.
oh yeah, well that was just
Yeah, that was bad.
That was
That was Duffy
That
throwing punches with his arm literally.
Yeah. That fight lasted 1 minute, and there were just haymakers for an entire.
Has anybody locked an elbow and threw a punch? Like,
To me,
baseball
Duffy,
bat
Duffy
level
to me
lock.
was like the Gronk of MMA.
Oh, Frank 260, fat boy.
Yep.
That,
What do you think Nog
dude,
weighed here? About
Frank
234?
I
Frank
weighed
is
like 240.
jacked.
Yeah, Nog was always around like 230, 240.
This is when Frank was absolutely jacked.
Oh, he
He
was.
was like, I got to get bigger for Brock. That was literally his
The
whole thing right now.
weight- Seems like
I
the
gotta
optimal weight for heavyweights like 235, 240. All the greats have been around that weight.
Yeah, prime heavyweight weight is like a full like
Kane,
230.
Stipe,
225, 230. Yep.
BDS, they were all in that number.
But you gotta have a chin. You gotta have a little bit of a chin.
That's how it is.
Wait, who's the heavyweight champion right now?
Brock.
Stipe,
Stipe.
but
Oh, this is when there was two.
Oh,
wasn't
you
there?
mean it this time? Oh, I don't know.
right now it was
This would have been Kane still
I'm gonna
or
say it was-
JDS?
Or
Yeah,
might be
I think
JDS.
Kane or JDS. It was
I'm
one of
gonna
the
say
other.
JDS knocked out Kane at this point.
Yeah, 'cause
Kane was the
after this
best
fight-
heavyweight though at this time.
Yeah.
I don't
After
think
this
they
fight,
had
he fought
that.
JDS for the title. And I went to that fight actually. That
We
was
we
the
can talk about
Was that the all heavyweight card?
all finishes, all heavyweights, main card pay per
That
view.
was the May pay per view. I remember that.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
big
Memorial
Nog.
Day.
Oh, he's hurt.
Oh,
Oh, he's hurt
Dude.
bad.
He was hurt so bad, and then he's an idiot. Watch this.
I can remember. Oh
Yeah,
fuck!
this thing
How is
could
he
have
not
stopped.
out?
Could have stopped this, and then Dum Dum does.
Oh, then
this.
he went for that.
Should have pounded him out.
He doesn't have it.
Should have pounded him out.
Definitely doesn't have it.
And Frank just gets all that.
Oh,
Oh, he just tosses him
I know
around.
it's coming now, and I'm sad.
He just tosses him
I'm sad.
around. All old school Nog fans had nightmares about this fight. They still do.
They have to, 'cause this is terrible.
And then look at
Oh,
this.
I don't want to watch.
Watch
Oh,
it. Watch it.
oh,
Yeah, watch it.
oh.
How big of a
Remember it.
fuck up was that?
It's
Watching.
awesome. It's awesome, dude. It
Nog
really
ain't
is.
tapping for
Oh.
shit.
And he spun. He flipped. And he flipped.
Oh.
Nice.
There it is. Oh, and there's the break.
Ah.
Oh, that looks good.
How many men in MMA have like fucking broke 2 arms?
Look at that
Like
crowd.
legitimate.
They are just that is a roar.
That was a big comeback. I know we talked about some
Legitimately snapped 2 arms in high-level MMA
He
competition.
was absolutely rocked and getting pounded out, and he was able to survive and reverse Nogueira when he went for the sub and broke Nogueira's arm.
Sylvia had him in a bad spot too.
Joe Silva's like, we just made money
Sylvia's arm.
Boys.
Like Mir's done that twice. He's been in a bad spot.
Oh, he hit him behind the ear. He was definitely,
that was a real bad spot.
He's on.
Oh, he's done. Yeah, that's a real bad spot.
Could have stopped that when he was pounding him out. But then Nogueira fucked up. He left his right arm in there.
This is like this is on the Rogan highlight reel.
He probably jerks it to this. He probably puts this in and it's like a snuff film. And he
to do that after getting so rocked, that's pretty incredible.
He's got an 18 millimeter was. Oh, that's nice. Oh, look at that.
And now here it comes.
That is, man, I'm telling you, that's legendary status.
Damn, that's bad.
Status.
He was already in pain before it happened, and he rolled.
Hey, Nog fucking gangster, though. That dude knew his shit was about to get fucked up and still wouldn't tap. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. Well, and then even after it breaks, he's just like,
he's just looking at it.
Yeah, and he's got some blank. It's like, oh shit, that sucks.
Damn, he fucking got me. Yeah, like
fuck. But I guess when you get run over by a truck when you're a kid and walk that off, like nothing else really matters at that point.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, Frank Mir could have easily lost that fight. Herb Dean could have easily stopped that fight. And then
I did not remember that fight being that entertaining.
Yikes.
Frank's a legend, man. That guy's a fucking
he's a Hall of Famer.
Wow.
Hey, nobody has
really called it a TKO.
They did call it a TKO.
Because it was
he tapped too.
No, he didn't.
Because they're saying Herb stopped it before he tapped.
That's
so they call it a technical.
Herb didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, Herb's a fucking idiot.
Rogan's losing his voice.
They're seriously like, there's no other BJJ guys that's like Frank. Done the destruction that Frank.
Look at Frank, he's dead.
Two fucking snapped limbs. That is crazy, man.
How much do you think Big Nog just kicks himself to this day and age when he could have just kept punching Mir and probably finished that fight in 5 more seconds? Instead, he got a loss and a broken arm.
Woo!
Yeah, like he taps before Herb steps in and stops that.
Yeah, it should have been just a sub because he's ready to tap there.
Yeah, but like,
and there he does the one tap. He did the Brazil tap before
he snapped it. It's not a clear tap there.
Yes, it is. Jay, you're wrong.
From where Herb was standing,
you can see everything.
That's the problem. He clearly never sees anything.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Because this was the Rio card was like 134, where he knocked out Schaub. If he knocked out Schaub, then knocked out Mir.
Rio card against Rich Franklin. Anderson versus Rich Franklin.
Anderson against Okami.
Oh, Okami. Yeah, because I went to the second Rio card.
Oh, the Aldo Mendez.
Yeah, we should watch that. That was a great card. Anyway,
I think we're gonna have.
That's the one after this.
We're gonna have a few weeks to line some cards up.
Yeah, the co-main event was Rumble versus Vitor Belfort.
Maybe.
Ooh, that's gonna make Lance sad that fight.
Oh yeah, well,
that is
cards. We might have
the Rumble like come in at what did he come in at, like 198 for a middleweight fight?
Yeah, it came in really high. Yeah. That's right. That was the Edson Barbosa.
Look at Bones. He's fucking man. Prime Bones.
I'm gonna get a beer.
No one better.
Jonathan.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a piss real quick before we get this next one.
Yeah, I'll be doing that right away too. So, fucking Rumble weighed in at 197 for a 185 fight.
I was off by a pound. God damn it! I'm losing it in my old age, Sean. I'm losing it.
Like nowadays, that fight would just not. It would get canceled. They wouldn't allow that. 11 pounds over.
Vitor's a boss. Vitor's like, nope, I'm taking the fight. I come from the old school.
Was that TRT tour? TRT?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I forget
Do you remember when Rogan used to do this? Like the X's?
Oh, fuck. This was just bullshit. Keys to victory, breaking down the fighters, giving check marks on each side. That's yeah, John Jones gets a submission. I would agree.
He's gonna figure out a way to make like wrestling even or something. He's gonna be like, Machida's got that
No.
the sumo background.
Machida's gonna get the experience. That means it's 2-2. That means it's an even fight, Brad, obviously.
I see how it.
Oh, he gave John Jones the experience.
Interesting. Rogan knew Machida was doomed.
They didn't want it to be a tie because they knew some shit was going to go down, so they give John a bullshit one. When did TRT Vitor start? Was that the Bisbing fight? No, because he was TRT with John Jones, right?
Rich Franklin fight.
Oh, okay. So he was TRT against Anderson when they fought? Because that was right after the Rich Franklin fight.
I think so.
Which are we?
TRT tour. We're talking about when it started.
Oof.
Yeah,
I specifically remember the Rockhold fight.
Ooh, no, that was deep into that.
It might have been after the Anderson fight.
So Akiyama? What did he look like against Akiyama?
I'm not really sure you could tell at that point because Akiyama was
wasn't he legally
because Vitor wasn't on TR. He wasn't TRT tour for the Rampage fight, or not Rampage, the Rumble fight. He wasn't. So
let's see.
At least not the first time. Because he was obviously for the John fight. Because who did Vitor beat before that to get to the John fight?
Rumble.
It was right after that?
When did he beat Rocco? Yeah. When did he kill Rocco?
After Jones, he went back down to because the Jones thing, he was fighting at middleweight when he went up to light heavyweight.
Because it was a replacement fight.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure he was already TRT tour at that time.
Well, he was for the John fight.
Oh yeah, definitely. I remember that for sure.
Yeah. John beat Robo.
I think we might have to put the Rio card as a future episode of this because that might
from the time he went over to Affliction. The Rio card.
Yeah, UFC 142 is that might be worth a watch.
You heard of this one?
Yeah, right after this one. Right?
Oh no, I'm talking about the
LSU. Jay, you heard of that one?
No, I was talking about the first Rio card, 134.
I know you were talking about 134, right? Vitor fought on that card or no?
You seen that beer, Jay?
I'm sorry?
You seen that beer?
What about it?
Have you seen it?
Elvis juice? No, I haven't had that. Is it good?
I don't know.
I like how they say it's both grapefruit inspired and it has natural citrus flavors.
We'll see.
I'm glad they specified that.
It's
Brad, when I was up in the Buffalo area, Bill's Mafia.
I just needed to pair well.
Bill's Mafia, nice.
Yeah, I was up there about last September. I went up there, had friends up there. Went up there for a game and just hung out, watched NASCAR.
You did go to a game, didn't you?
Yeah, I saw their third game of the season. They were playing Cincinnati. Yeah, it was cool.
You got to pay.
Because friends of the people I was staying with, I have friends up there. My buddy and I went up there. We stayed up there, and they have friends up there that have that owns a house like a block or two from the stadium, so they have like their own tailgate. Like at the house kind of thing. That's what everybody does. It's like you're in a neighborhood. It's basically a neighborhood that surrounds the stadium, and everybody that has houses there, they basically just like open up their property for tailgate partying. It's a pretty cool idea.
They make people pay for parking.
Oh yeah, there's some guy up there that's got like thousands, like it's ridiculous. Makes like $10,000 or $15,000 a game just from charging for parking. It's insane.
We got like Derby. We had Derby parking down here for years. Houses that they eventually like bought them all up.
How far are you from the horse track, Wes? Like
from Churchill?
15 minutes?
Yeah, depending on traffic, 20 minutes or so.
Okay.
I'm like What's good is I'm like right out of the city, but I'm like on 65, kind of the
What's
main.
what's this story about Ashley Evans Smith stealing medical supplies?
Oh fuck!
What is this?
Mayor, you know,
Was that after she got back from her fun trip to London or what?
Oh, did she think she had the corona?
Do you think Dougie still wants to smash that?
Yes. Might even give him more.
give me a timestamp.
There is no 1:30, an hour and
Machida just
31
started
minutes and
talking
30
about 5
seconds.
seconds ago.
Fuck, I'm right on point. All right,
Bam.
Machida coming out right now.
Yeah.
That
I'll tell you when he hits.
that tight ass affliction.
Ivan's asking, didn't Frank Mir have a hot wife? I don't know.
Yeah,
I think so.
yeah.
Jennifer Mir, if I remember correctly.
Yep, that sounds about right, Brad.
She's like 40, like the rest of us now, though. So,
There you go.
So
He just
what?
came out.
You can still be hot at 40 West. Come on now.
bro, I'm almost there.
J-Lo's still
I don't
going?
even know what to think, man.
Christy Brinkley's in her 60s. Is she still good?
Yeah, come on, dude. Like,
I know that's a rare breed. I get it.
yeah, that's just insane shit. Fucking J-Lo looking like that at 50 something. Like, get the
There's
fuck-
others though, man.
Yeah, there's a lot. They got fucking millions of dollars. They can have trainers and fucking every fucking thing else, nutritionists and
Well, obviously putting less stuff into your body. Cigarettes is really what does the skin in.
alcohol.
Alcohol, I think, is just
Alcohol.
as bad.
Cigarettes and alcohol, and then I get it.
Oh shit, we're at the main.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
As long as Machida got.
Damn, this flew
Yeah.
by, boys. Fuck.
If you light
A fun
anything
time,
on
yeah.
fire and put it in your lungs, it's probably not great for you.
Ah, fuck.
Disagree.
God damn it, bro.
Only
One
certain
thing
stuff.
I'm guessing that yeah, I'm guessing they probably went back and changed it, but I think it was like his fight against Thiago Silva or something like that at UFC 94, where it actually said like Machida's, but they spelt it with an A, like fucking Guns N' Roses album.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Use your illusion.
That was in the pre-fight video, or
Oh,
what?
fuck. Jesus.
I like how they have
It
a
was in
guy
the
just
3
specifically
notes,
designed to
like
bring
the
out the
fighter
poster.
points.
I miss the fight posters. The
Yeah,
here's
man.
our shit.
Yeah. Here's
Hey,
who I'm whoring
why
myself.
not,
out to.
right?
Hey, they made more money back
I'm
then
okay
than the
with
bullshit that's happening now.
Yeah, I mean, even at least they had the chance to it's almost like college
Pick and
sports
choose.
now. Like make money on how good you are in your name. Like if you're a private contractor, like they claim you to be, then you should be able to make what your value is. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Then you
As long as
fighting is
it's like
one
around
private contract, and you can make a whole bunch of other ones.
But I also
Like-
think it's cool to have like local sponsors, like mom and pop. Like, okay, you go to this restaurant all the time, like your hometown, and like they can sponsor you for like
That was
$1,000.
great.
Yeah, you fuck a lot, so you go
Fucking-
Condom
what was
Depot for
it?
a sponsor.
Stockton
Shit your
Chevrolet.
pants a lot. You want dude wipes?
I mean,
You
Stockton
so you get dynamic fasteners.
Chevrolet and shit. Like, fuck, man.
Dwight looks in good shape, man.
It's because he just had a fucking rail in the back.
Yeah, he did.
Hell yeah, he did.
It's a special
No,
dude.
this is the prime of the best fighter that's ever lived. Fucking enjoy it.
Yeah,
It seriously is. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
I
I'm tired
think
of the PSP arguments. I'm tired of the other arguments.
at
This is
this
great.
point,
Arguments
he's still
never made
taking it seriously. I think after this point, when he started to fight like Vitor and Chael and those guys, that's when he started to really go off the rails with like the rails.
More behind his back.
What's so fucked up is like he's the best at like ever like saying fuck it. I can literally party my ass off.
Yep.
And I'm still that much better than everybody else.
Yep. But yeah, this was around the time when like people didn't like him back like at this point that we're watching, but not for the same reasons that people don't like him now. And I remember when like he came out to I can't remember if it was Jammin' or it was some Bob Marley song at the card that I went to where he fought Vitor, and like the crowd started to get behind him, and that was when he started to like have that good positive like relationship with the fans. And then like a week after that fight, he hit some pregnantly with the car.
Yep.
And it's all been downhill since.
It's crazy though, like how some dudes and I think most of us have known one in our life to where it doesn't matter what they do, shit finds them.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. It just, they could try to walk the most narrowest path and shit will always find them. I think John's been cursed like that. He could have.
I mean, he also doesn't he kind of puts
he does
himself in some
absolutely. But I think even if John Jones didn't, if he tried to do everything right, shit would still find that guy. Maybe it's karma. Maybe it really is. I don't necessarily believe in that shit, but maybe just he is kind of shitty, and so it serves the other random shit that happens to him. You know.
I wonder if I still have that as my post, like my pinned tweet. It's like, it's shocking that a scumbag is the greatest fighter of all time.
Yeah,
the greatest person of all time at beating someone else up for money.
It's fucking perfect. It's absolutely perfect, dude.
Yep.
I think most of us and most know us like I'm pretty like, forward thinking. Wouldn't necessarily say I'm like crazy liberal type motherfucker, but I'm forward thinking shit like you got to separate it, man. You can't be like, I'm some good person and believe in all this and like try to correlate it with fighting. You can't. It doesn't
matter though. Like if you can't objectively view athletic talent, then what's the point?
I'm necessarily talking about something even greater than that though. That like we've talked about it us with like Greg Hardy and shit. You have to separate that, or don't even watch this sport. Quit watching.
Yeah, because like, seriously, 80% of them are scumbags.
Most of them are scumbags. Yeah. You will not.
I don't watch MMA for like
morality
to be socially righteous or anything
they're
like
not
that.
My heroes.
I don't watch MMA at all anymore.
They're not.
But
they're not
I watch MMA to be entertained.
Yeah, they're not my heroes. They're not somebody I would
like.
Want
if you're watching this for something other than to be entertained, then
it's still a fist fight in a cage. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I've made the concerted effort not to talk to professional athletes because candidly, like almost 95% of the time I've done it, I've come away with worse appreciation for them, and it kind of sours my taste.
You're right, dude.
It's best to stand and social distance yourself and just enjoy the athleticism for what it is. That's it.
It's not constrained to
professional cross players.
Yeah,
okay?
Professional social.
Those guys have Ivy League degrees. Those are the real smart pro athletes.
Imagine trying to talk to some fucking 25-year-old that graduated from Duke lacrosse and is a pro lacrosse player. Like
Jake Hager, a Harvard grad or whatever it was.
That guy's a fucking treat. You know what I'm saying? But like, so I'm saying it's like it's not constrained to MMA. Like, athletes shouldn't be your heroes. Like they shouldn't be your kids' heroes. You can aspire.
Charles Barkley had it right like 30 years ago.
I'm not a fucking role model. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, there are some rare exceptions. I mean, Roger Federer seems like a pretty stand-up guy. Tiger Woods, not so.
Yeah, exactly, man.
No, but
you can aspire to achieve that
great shit too.
I mean,
like
Serena Williams has,
you can aspire.
Ronda Rousey.
You can aspire to be that successful, to want to work hard and be that successful.
Yeah, the drive to do something.
Yeah, to have that kind of mentality that they do. But there's few of them that, like you said, Roger Federer. LeBron, like
he's kind of fallen too in recent times. He made some questionable decisions on some things, and people don't like it. So
yeah, I mean, even LeBron is not squeaky clean. I'd say there's a couple like a lot of guys in racing too are really like you just don't. They don't go
Denny
out.
Hamlin.
They don't get in trouble and shit. They got family.
Tony Stewart.
No, Yeah. Every sport's got them, right, dude?
Exactly. That's the exact point. Like,
Peyton
no matter
Manning
what,
was again, like for every Peyton Manning, there's like
Greg Hardy,
All right, main events.
Ray Caruth. I mean, come on.
Tyreek Hill, Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis, Mike Tyson.
Hernandez.
Yeah, exactly.
Here we go.
Did you hear that Buffer announced him as Johnny Bones Jones?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Johnny Dwight. So this is the beginning of
This is still like one of my favorite fights. Like Prime John, a lot of his fights back then were some of my favorite fights.
Before this fight, John never took like a legitimate clean shot. I think we'll see it in a few minutes, but I believe
he got hit a
first
little.
fight where John got hit clean with a punt, like a legitimate strike, and well, we saw what happened.
His
Yeah,
chin,
he got rocked. His fight should have been stopped probably.
his chin's now.
Let's see what happens, Brad. I think it was about 2 minutes, 2:30 into the first round.
His
I
chin's
thought it was
now.
late.
Machida has to overcome a 10.5 reach advantage. 10.5 inch reach advantage. That's ridiculous.
John Jones has the same reach.
It's Jay in the bedroom every night. He does it. He gets by.
What are we talking about? I think John has the longest reach in MMA. I think even longer than Stefan Struve. I think Struve is 84 inches and John's 84.5.
Jesus.
Which is wild.
There was somebody else that had a little bit more than him, right?
What was like semi-shield?
Like
Cyril Diabate had a really long reach.
Hey, Brad, people don't realize this. There's never been a more dominant kickboxer than Simi Shield.
Oh,
never.
Yeah.
Just never.
People had no idea what to do with him.
No guy on this planet can kickbox with a prime Simi Shield. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. It can't happen. You won't be.
Well, you know, our boy Verhoeven was pretty good at what he does.
No, Simi would fucking straight that mother. He'd jab and straight right that motherfucker all day. He don't leg kicks.
Bigger than him.
Hell yeah.
That's the point.
If there's ever been one
super heavyweight, not a heavyweight, it's a super heavyweight.
How much do we scream about guys knowing how to use their length and distance and shit? Simi Shield was perfection. Perfection. Absolute perfection.
He got
Rogan
rocked.
talking about elite athletes coming into MMA. This is 10 years ago.
Semi Shield was like his not his UFC career, but like his MMA career in general was fun to watch.
Yeah.
Like he was a striker, and you knew that that's what he was looking for. But he would grapple dudes too.
He had a little off his back. I think he grabbed like a sub or two in Pride. Didn't he have like one sub or something in Pride? Something like that. But he wasn't like a fish. He worked. He trained at I can't remember where he went and trained some jiu-jitsu. I was just watching some of him not long ago, man. He was never going to be a great MMA fighter being 7 feet tall and you know.
There was always going to be dudes that could just take him down and
yeah. But kickboxing, it's just a completely different story, man.
John dies here in this fight.
Machida's throwing heat in this fight. He's not fucking around like in a bunch of his other fights.
Machida was great.
Dude, he's trying to win the title here, man.
Machida was great back then, dude. He was great. This is what makes John even more impressive. This run. It sucks.
He still had that little like poke kick to the front leg too back then.
He started it then, yeah.
Yep. Machida tried to do it right back to him.
He seemed to switch stances a lot more back then. Like John doesn't do it as much now, but he's like switching stances and throwing that kick like constantly. This was prime shit at John, man. Prime fucking shit.
Yeah, this definitely isn't one of those. Oh, there it is.
That was the punch.
That was a good one. And
I think Machida completely changed after this fight too. I think he started being a complete counter puncher after this fight.
No, he was a counter puncher before this.
But look how much
that punch again,
fight, though.
And knowing how the fight plays out, Like, it's
Look
a
at-
lot more of a balance thing than it is Jones ever even looking like he's remotely rocked.
No, he didn't get rocked. He got hit clean, but he didn't get
He was throwing
rocked.
a kick at the same time.
Look how much Machida's attacking in this fight. I don't think you ever seen him attack like this
Oof.
after this. Like at John Jones, he's going at him.
Yeah,
he was
kind of
he
rough
was-
fights before this too, where he didn't really attack much either.
yeah, no doubt. He's
It just depended on the matchup and whether he felt like being crazy on that day, because he could put some people out. But then there were also times where it was a staring contest.
yeah, no doubt.
Hmm.
He went
It
after
was mostly
him.
just like if he knew if the guy was going to come after him or not.
Maybe
Yeah,
here he knew. Maybe here he knew he had to get inside of that distance.
Can Dana like resolve whatever problem he had with John McCarthy already? I mean, it's such a joke.
McCarthy's fucking retired, man. He's a commentator in Bellator.
Yeah, he makes
It's a damn shame because he's still probably be the best at this.
Yeah, McCarthy was never very good.
Oh come
Man.
on, Brad.
He had a
If
lot.
I'm being honest.
He had a lot of bad moments too, dude. They all did. They
Yep.
all really did.
I mean, no one's perfect. I mean, this is not.
Dude, he had a lot of bad moments, just like all of them, man. There's been very few like really good refs in MMA. There's been very few.
Well, it's just after a long haul, you're gonna have some fuck ups.
Mhm.
I mean, we're looking at a fight.
Who was the guy that fucked up not too long ago? I think he might be Canadian, little chubby dude that's got his hair combed over to the side. Remember, he just McDonald, is it Kevin McDonald?
Yeah,
or
Kevin
something?
McDonald,
That guy has been a really, really good ref. Like, you don't even talk about him. You never hear him mentioned because he's always consistent. He's done a really good job, and he fucked up really bad like a couple cards ago. But that guy's been a really fucking good ref. There's some younger refs. I've always liked Steve Peterson, but he's fucked up too, you know.
Yeah.
Are you guys? What's your timestamp?
4:34.
Oh, shit.
Yep, correct.
Y'all are running a little faster than I am.
I'm not sure how that's possible.
I mean, it is. Y'all are.
Different in
You're,
Kentucky.
FYI, right after this fight, Wes, Machida knocked out Bader.
Oh yeah, that was a wild fight.
telling you, the guy. I mean, John.
So-
This should speak more to John's legend. Straight up, man. That guy was fucking great.
I remember there was a
He's beating
contingent
guys
of
for crime.
to be like, yeah, he just beat up a bunch of old dudes.
That's not
But
true.
you look at what some of those guys did after they fought John, and it's like
People.
a lot of them are still in the midpoint of their career.
I think it's kind of like Jay was saying earlier about Otto. People start remembering these guys because they keep fighting, and they don't remember how good they were in that time.
But
and
John
John-
hasn't lost. That's the wild part of all this. Everyone, all the
No,
other guys
if people would just look back and see how good these guys and dominant they were in the time that he beat them, they'd be like, holy shit, you know, this guy's fucking the greatest of all time.
Well, I was looking back because I've just been going through fights that I've wanted to watch lately, and like I went through Shogun's career, and yeah, he came over to the UFC and had his knee blown out and lost that fight to Forrest. But after that, he beat Chuck. He should have beat Machida. He
What a
actually
title.
beat Machida.
Yep.
And then he fought John. And then after that, he had like one of the greatest fights of all time with Henderson, and like still fighting to this day.
Alito going after it now.
Shogun
Just
is
throwing fucking haze.
Shogun is like
Not much
That
defended,
kid-
except for the body, but that was a nice exchange.
Machida in this.
Yep.
But he's a crafty
John-
dude. It's hard to train. He's
John
probably
got
very
hit.
hard to train for, man.
John's really wrestling.
John's been hit a little bit for fucking a decade, man. The guy's just literally got
Oh, that was a nice shot by John.
He doesn't get hit.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that
right.
was a good one.
Oh
That was a
my
game
God.
changer.
Yep.
Yeah, Machida's fucked up.
And then he
So,
wrestled right after that.
And now
Yeah.
he's going
That's
down
it.
to the mat. John to the mat. Here
That's
we
that
go.
guy. That's the best of his game, and it's crazy we don't see it anymore. That's the
Did you
best
see how
of
he sold out for that takedown completely? Like he
Doesn't do that
sprawled
anymore.
out to get that takedown.
when he wants a double
There's the
leg,
elbow.
he gets
Uh
it.
oh. Uh oh.
Look, he's
Oh yeah.
busting everywhere. That man is insane.
Hey, did somebody order a sack of potatoes from Amazon?
Oh my god.
I'm
One of the
bringing out a
national-
load of toilet paper. You sending a sack of toilet paper? That man's ground and pound is the greatest ever.
Oh, we opened up that
It's
forehead.
insane. John started using elbows differently. That was the guy that started
Khabib's
it.
ground and
Just
pound's pretty
different
good,
ones.
man.
Although
Different.
the
wasn't
one
that
guy who I think could have the best ground and pound ever, but we've very rarely seen it, is Yoel.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
great.
I
had a
would
couple fights where
absolutely agree with that.
Like his
What
fight
he-
against
what he-
Machida.
what- Oh yeah,
Oh
what
my
he did
God.
Machida was.
I absolutely agree with that.
Oh, Machida's head was a basketball. It was
He
dribbling
doesn't-
it.
He won't do it, Brad. It's one of the great mysteries.
Oh, there it is.
It's like the disappearing auto leg kick is the Yoel Romero wrestling. It's like one of the great mysteries.
A good ref actually puts them back to where they're supposed to be.
I know. Who knew? Thought he was a bad ref though.
Man, that's
He
a crevice on Machida's forehead.
Look at the
Oh.
foot stops. Look, just that was low.
That was
Yeah,
wild.
that didn't
I like it though. I like it though. The ref's on the other side. John's a fucking genius, dude. You
Went
take
for another big elbow there.
That was another one. Yeah.
That was nasty.
everything about it though. That's perfection, man.
John
That's
smells
the-
blood.
That's
He
the
definitely
build of
smells
a
blood
fighter.
here.
That's the build of a fighter right there. John even got too big now. I think he bulked up a little too much.
Oh, another one.
That's the
Uh-oh.
perfect build of a
Uh-oh.
fighter. That's
Oh,
Why does
good shots in the
Oh.
chest.
Anymore.
look at
Watch
that.
his arm. Just,
so
It's
nasty.
just a grab. Look, he's pushing up on his own fucking wrist. That is
That's
awesome.
ridiculous. That's
oh,
That
he's
is-
out. He's out.
he's
done.
done. Watch his walk off.
Oh,
That is
Oh, and he's
just
out.
walked
Wow.
away.
He left in the dead.
You don't see
Damn.
just left one of the greatest.
Damn.
One of the greatest 205ers ever in his fucking just blood and guts laying on the
Wow, and
fucking
he's just
rocky.
laying there dead money. Wow.
One of the
No.
greatest 205ers ever. He just left him laying and his fucking own shit.
Walk
that
off sub.
Mm.
Don't
Look,
see
his
that.
eyes are in the back of his head.
I'm not sure which one was more stunning, that or when he left Daniel
Look at
on
that.
roller
Ooh.
skates.
Superman punch.
This one. Given the time, this one.
But leaving Daniel on roller
Given
skates,
the-
considering he hadn't. Yeah.
The
that-
Machida era and stuff that
Remember that?
this guy was hyped then, man. I'm telling you.
I mean,
Watch
damn.
his right arm drop.
Yeah. And look how long after he fucking
Yeah,
does this for.
I'm watching it.
there he goes. Wait,
Yeah.
oh.
He's done. And then
Look,
wait.
One,
wait.
John
two,
could have
three,
he
four.
could have took his
four,
life.
a legitimate 4 seconds.
Flop.
He's going there.
1,
And
Two.
McCarthy.
3, yeah, maybe 3.
Look
Oh,
at that.
Oh wow, the eyes! Just seeing
The
those
eyes,
eyes
man.
lay there. Oh, that's great.
Oh man,
That's
Oh,
nasty.
Brad hates it, but
That's
I love
the
I don't hate it at all.
that's the
I hated the Nogueira one. This one I loved.
Ugh. Walk off.
that version of a fighter right there is the
it. Some
greatest.
walk-offs are pretty badass, though. Underrated.
I think that version right there beats John today, like just demolishes him. For some
Oh,
reason,
yeah, and he should.
that's the greatest fighter of all time right there.
He hasn't fucked up his life twice over.
Yeah. He's still like on his like first few 8 balls. Like
He hasn't hit any pregnant
kinda
women yet.
he's
Look at
got a
Dana.
lot of ounces to go.
We
you
got a
know?
Dana sighting.
I think even though it was one of his decisions, I think the Jones that fought Cormier the first time might
you-
be
You
might be his
right,
peak
Brad.
because he was motivated for that one.
Yeah, I
What about,
agree.
what about the Glover fight?
His
He's
DC
like, I'm gonna
fight,
fight in the phone booth
you're
with Glover
right.
just because.
he was never more ready or motivated for a fight than either one of those DC fights.
I don't know, that Glover fight he was pretty into, man. Remember
That-
Glover was freaking really scary at that point.
I think DC's different. I think it always
Get it.
be different with John. Maybe
Yeah.
Rashad kind of had some bad shit with him, but
Yeah, I think that was. I'm not sure how much that was like negative stuff and just like knowing each other real well.
yeah, being well when you're friends and then that kind of dissipates and that goes away, shit can be bad. But DC's different. That was true. Like I don't like that guy.
That was a nasty.
That
Not
right
much.
there. Oh God,
That-
perfect. that version of ground and pound, man, that's as good as it gets, dude. I love Khabib and all, but Khabib doesn't do that to guys. One shot, one elbow.
Khabib's all cumulative damage.
Which is awesome. Don't get me wrong. I love it, and it's fucking brutal, and the guy's great. That's one shot. Fucking, I will fuck you up bad. One shot.
Khabib's stuff works until you run into somebody like Gleison Tebow that you can't take down and control.
It's true,
and you lose the fight.
It is. It is.
So where's that fight happening, or is it going to happen?
Let's take some guesses here. So we got odds. So Florida was like what, slight fave, Sean?
Plus 200.
Yeah.
Florida's plus 200.
I think
because they're
right
saying
now it seems
WW.
like it's going to be Florida, but if you look 2 weeks into the future, Florida is going to be fucked.
There's no way it's happening in Florida.
No.
There's no way. It's not gonna happen.
Not in Southern Florida. If they want to do it in like I don't know, some island.
It's the
that doesn't
WWE.
even-
They're saying the
Panhandle.
WWE Performance Institute is the only. That's the rumor. So that's the Florida rumor. It happens at the because they've done WWE has
Shows.
continued to do shows there. You know what I'm saying?
Performance Center in Orlando. Okay.
Okay, that makes
I thought Disney
Florida-
World's opening this weekend.
Florida in 2 weeks is going to look a lot different than Florida right now, dude.
Yep.
I still
agree.
say I'm not. I think Russia might be out too now because they're starting to get
They're starting to quarantine.
Yeah, they are.
They canceled the
the
KHL, right, John?
UAE, the desert, baby.
Where it's
Yep.
hot.
The desert, it's hot. They're keeping that shit away.
Russia had
It's hot.
163.
Virus can't survive in the
cases
desert
today.
for a round,
So-
apparently.
What'd you say?
I said the virus can't survive in the desert, except Iran, where it's killed like 5,000 people.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, half of their parliament shit's dead. Yeah, that can't survive in the desert.
It can't survive the heat. It can't survive the desert. No, not a chance.
And just think, Trump could have just waited a couple months. He didn't even have to kill Soleimani. The virus would have done it for him.
Look, Brad's going deep on his geopolitics tonight. It's fucking awesome.
Oh wow.
Why even waste the rockets, dog? I mean, fuck, you could have just let the fucking virus take you.
China's got this virus set up for us. It's ready to go.
I mean, I know the Dems want to use it to take him down and all, but fuck it, let's get Soleimani while we're at it. You know.
Our buddy BMR says the Performance Center is closing down on Friday for.
Geez.
Get your fucking UAE bets in. I think it was like plus 400.
Yep.
There you go. Yep.
Russia was plus 450. I think UAE was plus 400.
Do it in that giant like Ferrari stadium or whatever the hell it was.
I mean, tents out in the last time. Remember they had those fucking blown up tents with air conditioning units that failed and shit. Let's do it again.
International waters plus 2,500.
Put them on a boat.
All seriousness though, do y'all think it's gonna happen? And
No.
It's not gonna.
No.
I can't see.
Where can it happen? There are different locations. You can't even get in the country or
Would
out
you
of the
even
country.
want it to happen at this point?
No.
No,
Exactly.
man.
Who wants it in front of 17 people? It makes no sense.
Dana wants it.
Leon Edwards video.
Train because all the freaking like schools have shut down, like the
Gyms
gym.
and everything. Yeah.
Like you might not never heard of Leon Edwards. Like I know he's not like a household name.
He's not a
Isn't he
land
that-
house.
He's that
But
British rep,
that interview, man, is fucking insane, dude. They're talking about him like driving 2 hours to London from like Birmingham to get on a plane, fly to the States like that morning.
They had no idea where they were going to fight.
Yeah, they just said get here. They no hotel, no idea how to get back.
You're gonna fight in the airport.
Yeah, shit's closing down. They're closing the borders. You can't get a flight back. That's the type of shit that Dana is doing now. The dude's out of his.
You're gonna have fights in the middle of a duty free.
He's,
Oh, yeah.
what's that? The Diamond Club or something? Hey, y'all got diamond access? Y'all get some UFC fights tonight. Motherfucker. What the fuck are we doing here, man?
Yeah.
Hey,
This
it's
is thing that Dana can't will into existence.
It's that money, and it's money too. People don't want to believe it. They're all like, "Oh, how can they be
broke?"
They are broke. They really are. They're in debt so bad that they need these cards. They need this money. Fucking turn. Dana did that crazy video earlier tonight, like, fucking media, you're lying. Nobody's getting laid off over here. That's Endeavor laying people off. It's just like, those are the people that own you. Like,
you are Endeavor.
Yeah, just because you're like, none of my people are getting laid off. Not yet, motherfucker. If y'all can't put no cards on, guess what? People's getting fucking laid off. You think Dana's coming out of his pocket to pay those motherfuckers? He's got snow to buy. Fucking, I'm sure he's got a birthday coming up or something. Like, get the fuck out of here. Shit's gonna get bad for him. Marky Mark got his check. All them celebrity investors from Endeavor. What was it? 300 million?
Yeah.
$300 million investor check.
Confidential.
That was like 2 or 3 months ago. Like, now they're like, oh fuck, we can't put on cards. We ain't got no money coming in. They got legitimate debt.
Y'all want to give some of that back?
Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to be doing a couple of these things because I don't think we're having any live cards anytime soon.
I'm okay with that.
People even like, let's fuck Donnie and his dumb shit Easter. That's insane. Like Jay says, Easter bunny shit. That's a made up fantasy land. That's Easter bunny shit. But look, there's people saying we might not have sports for 6-8 months, man. There was a Western Washington State football player last night that died from the coronavirus, like 20-something years old. And people's like, do y'all legitimately think we're going to have college football in the fall? You're crazy. I mean, even if we like, hopefully our government doesn't do the dumb shit that they're talking about doing. But if they send everybody back at Easter, it's a catastrophe. But even if we don't, if we stay on this path, there's legitimate doctors saying 6-8 months to get through this best we can. You ain't having no football. Sports are done. These seasons are done. You
might have the no fan thing at first. I'm sure that's going to be part of it.
But that's months off. That's even months off. I could see maybe the NFL trying to get some shit in, but
I can see the NBA. I think they might be.
Dana's got to put all these guys in the Ultimate Fighter house. That's how we're getting cards.
I mean, let's just do
everybody in.
A tough 2020. Do you want to be a fighter goof? Let's just put 150 of them in one house. Root them out. If you get the shit and you die, we just bag you up, send you out. The rest of y'all make fucking weight. We got to get Endeavor's got to get paid, motherfucker.
Pay up.
Open weight, Wes. Open weight.
Yeah, fuck, you ain't got to make weight. Just pass the corona test. That's it. It's not the scale no more. It's the swab. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking Chuck and old boy sitting there talking, man, I hope I pass that swab tomorrow, dog. You got this, dude. You got this. Imagine those sauna days. You ain't even got to do it no more. Just got to pass that swab. The fuck are we doing, man? Dana White is seriously a stupid motherfucker, man.
Yeah. Yep.
It's not smart. Not smart.
But yeah, if any of our fans want to suggest an awesome fight card for us to do in the next couple of weeks, hit us up.
Try and think of stuff that like the whole main card is good if you can, because like even the Ebersol Patrick fight was kind of shit for most of it. But
yeah, it's gotta be like
if there's one of those, we can deal with it. But
4 straight bangers.
Yeah.
So should we next time maybe go like maybe pre UFC 100 or something and get like some older, maybe not real old, but like.
I'm good for all that shit. You guys know that.
That's right.
But should we do like a poll? We can get a couple suggestions.
Yeah, that could be a good idea.
Yep.
So mine, I said to you guys already, UFC 40. We got Ken and Tito, the big fight of the UFC at the time, and the whole card is awesome.
And it's a way pre UFC 100 card and shit. I like that.
Yeah. But yeah, if we want to get a couple suggestions from the fans and throw some stuff in, and hey, that one it ties in with tonight's card because we just did UFC 140.
Go back.
Do UFC 40.
Brad's selling it.
Bo, stay strong, my dog. It's coming back. You might have to fucking go tout, but you know what?
Hopefully you get that fleshlight delivery, Bo.
Fresh
Praying
lights,
for you, brother.
He should. It's very important for him.
fresh lights and edibles, dude.
You got to do what you got to do.
Hey, it's a simple life. I respect it. I really do. For flashlights and fucking edibles. Sounds pretty fucking good, actually. It really
Yeah.
does. It does. Talk about social isolation or whatever the fuck we're calling it.
That'll probably do it for us tonight.
I think so.
Yeah,
I
That
think we
does it.
overstayed our welcome.
it was awesome. It was fun, guys.
That was fun.
Yep, bullshit for a couple hours.
We'll put it in a vlog for a couple people that I think there's like 5 people that maybe want to.
Yep. Yeah, I'll turn it into a podcast and
Our boy,
that
our
shit.
boy Bob Voss is apparently essential worker up
Yeah, he
there.
is.
Imagine not having
yeah.
MMA state of mind, not having the garbage men of the world. Like,
Dude, we can't afford
But
to
I
speak the world.
appreciate him because
Yeah,
they've cut back the garbage collection in Toronto. So I appreciate
Yeah.
guys like Bob. Cheers to you, Bob.
essential
Oh, yeah.
employee,
Cheers to
dude.
Bob.
Maybe not at the level of a fucking budsman at the dispensary, but definitely right fucking.
Maybe not at the
Or-
first level, but
not.
it's still definitely important, man.
Hey, that is essential. Yeah, definitely right fucking there, man.
Dude, once you let the garbage go, sanitation
Oh,
is
Imagine
turns
this
to bad health, and we just got we got all sorts of weird animals crawling around.
shit. You talking about Val now? God damn, Jay.
I watched Contagion last week,
Ooh, how was that?
and that was the thing. The lack of garbage collection is the thing that stuck out to me. I was like, man, I don't want to live in that world. I'll take whatever this disease brings, but make sure my garbage gets picked up, man.
Well, New York just reported 80 new deaths, so that's where we are. So.
And on
I'm
that,
watching Florida now. I think Florida is going to be a shit show.
Yeah, you guys are going to be above China by the end of the week.
Oh yeah, easily. Yeah, we're going to go crazy. Look, Florida is the oldest state in the country.
Brad, you'll be joining us too. It's just a matter of when.
You had all the fucking idiots down there. I'm telling you, Florida's going to be a shit show over the next few days.
It's just a matter of time.
So-
It's just a delay. It's like a tape delay.
Fucking Canadians ain't going to shake this. We got the dumbest motherfuckers ever down here working. You best believe this shit's going up to y'all. Like,
Yeah.
y'all better be ready.
hold
We
on.
should have
Forever.
10%
We're
of the cases that you guys have. We've only got 5% right now, so we're doing all right.
Yep.
We're gonna run it.
Brad,
for
we're like
everybody.
one.
I
like,
know you
one-
are.
one, like,
I know you are.
You better believe that. Mexico's down there begging us to start building that wall now. They're like, "Oh yeah, get it up as quick as you fucking can, homie, please."
Can you put something
gonna be
better
the
up
funny
than this
part.
chain link bullshit?
As soon as we get this shit like kind of down, it's just gonna come back from Mexico. That's gonna be the irony of the whole thing. It's like, we got you boys. Yeah.
Not wanting to fuck with us, murderers
All right.
and rapists. It's gonna be coronavirus, bitch.
Sean keeps trying to get out of here, so
Yeah.
we'll let him.
All right, good times, boys.
UFC
All right.
151 is a recommended card apparently by
Give us,
my former
suggestions.
co-host Ivan.
Oh,
Definitely give us some suggestions for sure.
Yeah,
guys.
we'll take
I
4
wrote down
suggestions. Like New Sean, send out a tweet. Give us some suggestions, and we'll put up
we'll put 'em in
4
the hopper.
fights. Yeah, we'll put up 4, and then we'll get a vote for next week.
Yep, that
There we
sounds good. We'll chat
Hey,
This was fun though.
the DM.
tuning in and watching us babble. It was
all
a
right.
great time.
Appreciate any of you guys that listen to this.
You guys are saints.
Exactly. We'll be back next week. We'll talk about Corona, alcohol, MMA, and we'll throw it back. Until then, be safe.